Goldie?
Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys. Who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening the refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren. Right?
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys.
We gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be awful.
Al zurdo de mierda no le podés dar ni un milímetro.
¿Me podés definir zurdo de mierda? Que no
Todos los que, digamos, los colectivistas, los que ponen, digamos, o sea, esa idea... A ver,
¿Por qué le pones de mierda, digamos?
Porque son una mierda.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
I disagree, Gary.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg. It's a little bitty place. Otisburg. Okay, I just wiped it off. That's all. It's a little town.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
Great sandwich.
Thank you. I enjoyed having you here. You're a very good co-host.
Hello. Listen to that audience.
You got like backing vote, like background beat going on there.
I know. Did you like that? I threw a little bed of music under the intro.
Yeah.
Look, Chris Miller loves it. You guys like the little upping the ante, as it were? Let us know, chat. I see Meat is here. He finally made it on time. Cal's here. Thank you, Cal, as always. It looks like we got, as Billy Joel said, the regular crowd shuffles in. Who's the old man sitting next to me making love to his tonic and gin?
Ain't me.
Ain't me either.
See, that would be me because
I'm a spring chicken.
that is my preferred drink, a Tanqueray and tonic.
Well, I ain't a chicken, but I'm a spring, but no chicken.
How y'all doing? Yes, Cal, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. Well said, buddy. Thank you. I hope everybody is getting into the Christmas spirit.
I'm not.
Yeah, I was. Well, yeah. Already. Throw that up there. Throw it up there.
That is
Who do we got? What are we talking about?
That's about the background music.
Like the beat, yeah. Thank you, Mercurius.
Damn.
A member of the inner circle.
That's like
yes,
a valued member.
that A in front of it is like a multiplier. Like take that $2 and you just multiply that shit by some random letter in the
alphabet. It's 1,000 Astro bucks, right? That's what the A stands for.
Speaking of Astro from the Jetsons, does anybody know Astro's real name?
I do.
What is it?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Tralfaz.
Yeah. Astro's real name is Tralfaz from the Jetsons. That is true.
Tralfaz, really?
Yep. He was he was like a rescue dog.
Yep.
And the Jetsons, in one of the episodes, they found his original owners, and then they said his name really wasn't Astro, it was Tralfaz.
I have to say this. I am not surprised that you know that, but I'm absolutely delighted that you know that, because I honestly thought I was the only one.
Yeah.
Tralfaz it is. Tralfaz. All right. Somebody's got to use that for their next character
also,
name.
that Eep Op Orc song, if anybody remembers that.
Well, we have a packed show, as they say. As the title says, we will be going over Conan the Destroyer, a deep dive with plenty of clips. You will essentially get a good view of the movie through the clips that I have edited together. My blood, my sweat, my tears was on the editing room table.
I see all the Band-Aids on your fingers, dude.
That's right. These soft hands.
Damn.
They are. Of course, the chat was talking about this, and we were discussing too. Olivia Diabo.
Yum.
Very young in this movie. Yeah, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
She was only like 15, maybe.
Quite young.
14, 15.
Very early teens. Yep.
Her first role.
Yes.
Like right out of the box.
Grew into a very, very beautiful woman.
And I tell you what, for me, she's one of those women that I don't know why, but falls out of my memory, and it shouldn't. I think she ranks up there. Honestly, the more I think about her,
She was like a working actress, like we were talking about before. Did a lot of voice work, shit like that. I remember her also almost as much from like an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. She was like one of Q's. She was going to join the Q continuum. And I can't even remember how that ended up. I think she did end up going with them, maybe.
I think so.
She didn't want to at first, and then she kind of said, well, it's best for everybody that I do. And, of course, our friend Gavin thinks she's ugly because he thinks every woman is ugly.
Yeah.
And if there's a denial in there, I cry shenanigans.
Yeah, Rogan has these two have pretty good memories. She didn't have a big career as she should have. Yeah, that's true. Kevin's sister in the Wonder Years. That's correct. Yeah. She's about on par with her. Well, she was worked a little bit more than her first cousin, Miriam Diabo, who was in Extro. And, of course, there was the female lead in Living Daylights.
Another very attractive woman. Very, very attractive.
Oh, yeah.
British
she was good in Extro in more ways than one. All right, let's see, we have 61 in here.
1,000.
61,000.
Panther math, right?
Where is Panther? I haven't seen his name pop up yet. Was she a Bond girl? Someone's saying she was a Bond girl.
Miriam was.
Yes.
Okay.
Her first cousin, Miriam. So her Olivia's.
Whoa! What's whoa!
Holy smokes! PLN. What is PLN?
I don't know, but
Hyperborean. Thank you so much. I'm cheers from Europe. Thanks for recommending Black Lodge Games. Very smart guys with interesting takes. Yes, indeed. Would love to see you making a video together one day. Yeah, I'm game if they are. I would love to. Oops, let me put that up there more. Hyperborean. Thank you so much. 50 PLN. It's mostly just euros. Is
that from Portugal? Is that their money?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, could be. Let us know which it is. Polish Zioto. Oh, Poland. Holy shit. Probably based as hell. Thank you very much. And Mercurius gifted 1 membership for somebody. He's picking up the freight on a membership.
Damn.
Holy smokes. You guys are...
Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're here right now, I'd hug you.
Yep.
You're a good dude.
Thank you, Hyperborn. Yeah, Black Lodge Games. I like those guys, and boy, as I told them, it's not like they came out of nowhere. They'd been doing stuff, I think, a little while for, maybe like a couple years back. Then it seemed like there was a pause, and then they started doing things, and then all of a sudden they just burst on with like these couple of really professional videos. Well done. And that's the way it should be. As I told them, up the ante for everybody. Make me work harder for what I do. Make everybody in this sphere work a little bit harder. Let's try to have some friendly competition. And I think we can all be friends. I would love to do something with those guys. To talk to them.
Double D, I missed it. Did you click on that yet?
I think the other one mentioned it, but yeah, it's another one just echoing it. Been watching BLG since you mentioned them. They gave you a shout out. Yeah, I think I was actually watching that live stream, Nixit. Yeah, I'm always very happy to shout out. Look, I was the recipient of a couple of very kind shout outs. DM James has always shouted me out, and I am forever grateful to him. And actually, RPG Pundit. People think like, oh,
DM James also not only did We'll look into that.
Yeah, Justin, I will try. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Yeah, I will do that one of these days. I'll just do a cut and then put it up as a video.
DM James not only gave a shout out to our channel, but tangentially he gave a shout out to us because he was like, he mentioned, and if I'm remembering it correctly, that he commented how much fun that we have on our live streams. So that would be for
for sure.
So thank you very much. That made us feel good too.
Yeah, I said he shouted me out, a couple others. Like I said, RPG Pundit. That's it. People ask like, oh, well, he said he can be such a spurg sometimes. I know.
Oh, I have
I know,
something
but
to throw
he's
out there.
Hold on, he's a good. He was very kind to me early on. Okay, so that's why I always remember the folks that helped me on the way up. Go ahead, Crazy.
If anybody listening is in the 814, you know what I mean. I was out somewhere and someone told me that my voice sounded very familiar. And I said, well, I worked at Old Navy and I worked at a grocery store. And I mentioned the grocery store and they said, no, that wouldn't be it. And all I thought of is,
you got a fan.
I did not say, do you know who Crazy Mouse is? I did not say that. KG said I should have said that, but I did not. So if there's anyone out there listening from the 814, it was me.
It was me. Yeah, Ryan David said he has no, get that. I haven't read
Put it
that
back
yet.
up?
Yeah, put it back up. Yeah. Ryan David, he said that he has not a stalker, but like a woman fan.
A local woman fan?
I don't know how local she is, but apparently she is.
So you might have a Princess Pinky on your hands.
Hey, that's fine.
All right. We're almost on the cusp of 70. That's kind of when I wanted to start. Oh, there we go. We got 71. So as soon as I read the super chat, we'll start Conan the Destroyer. But our good friend, Chris Miller, the Mad Scribe himself, author of the RPG Angkor. If you like sci-fi sorcery mixed with Babylonian stuff, it's really actually kind of cool. Give Angkor a look. You can find the link in the description of this video. And plus, Chris is just a good dude. You guys know him. He's shows up for all these live streams and hangs out with us. Toth Amon was played. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Pat Roach. He was the bald German. Yeah, you're for $20 you get to spoil it. But yes. I may actually have done some editing and put some stuff together. Yeah, he played the bald mechanic in the first Indiana Jones, the slaver in the Temple of Doom. Yep, and yeah, that's right. He was also in Red Sonja. Thank you so much, Chris.
Yeah, thank you
for sure. Yep,
rock and roll, Chris.
All right, let's go over to
we got another one.
The theater. Holy shit, we got another. Do we? Nope, I think we got them all. Yeah, I think we got them all. Let us know if we didn't.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over to the theater.
Good day, mate.
Good day.
We're all the way.
Yep. All right. Wait, you missed one. Okay. Well, hold on. I will double check here. Maybe it's just not showing up on our.
Shown up yet?
Yeah. Hold on one second, guys.
That one.
Up there we go. Found it.
Showed up. Thank you.
Thank you, Rogan, for being persistent.
Oh, you're hired.
Rogan was fighting for you. He was fighting for that super chat. We were just ready to go on. Like, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is from Jeffram Dakar.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jeffram. Hold on one second here. I got to do a little lifting of the super chats here. Make them visible. Thoughts on Ravenloft setting, and do you think it will be easier to convert the 2E or the 3E version of Ravenloft to play in Castles and Crusades? Probably 3E, but you're going to get the best stuff in 2E. So rules-wise, 3E would be better. And actually, the one Zolt should be here, Mr. Pew Pew. He actually runs Ravenloft. He's a huge fanatic. I like Ravenloft, but not as much as he does. I do like it. The thing I don't like about Ravenloft is the whole mists thing. I think it should just be a realm. I think it should just be somewhere you go to. I don't think you should be trapped there. I think that's kind of hokey. I think the DM should be able to find reasons for you to go and maybe have to stay, or the players should, just want to go there, if you get my meaning. But I do like Ravenloft. Thank you so much for the super chat. Jefframan Dekar. That's quite a name.
Bless you.
Yeah.
We will leave no man left behind.
That's
or
right.
Woman.
No super chat left behind.
Not at all.
Yeah, how did that one slip by us? Yeah.
I know how. We fixed it.
Okay. All right, good. All right.
And thank you for Rogan for even showing it. He was very determined that it was there. And we're like, nope. But I clicked the button. We fixed it, Double D.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, so we're going to look at Conan the Destroyer. So coming on, I think, 3 years after. This was released in 1984. Coming on the heels of Conan, the Barbarian, which was a huge success. They wanted to go for, I think, a little bit more of a... try to appeal to a little bit broader of an audience, because the original Conan had darker themes. So...
Do we still quote some Conan stuff?
Oh, yeah.
When we play, like the two head snakes.
Oh, yes, two snakes. Of course. It's weird because as much as I love Conan the Barbarian, and it is, make no mistake, it is the superior film. If you're just going by two films,
absolutely,
it is definitely superior. It's a tighter story, more mature story. But I am gonna say that I think Conan the Destroyer doesn't get the love that it should. I think it's a really great D&D movie. I think it's the best D&D movie ever created.
I don't doubt that. I have to say, when it first came out, I didn't give it much love, and I honestly I don't recall why.
Not many people did.
I don't recall why. I just
well, the comparisons to the original were inevitable. Like,
right.
Oh, this doesn't have John Milius directing it. Fuck.
Yeah,
but they got someone pretty good. We'll get into that too. All right, so you're going into the theater. It's 1984. I'm just a mid-teenager, me and Crazy Mouse. Although you didn't see this in the theater, I don't think, Crazy Mouse.
That is correct. I did not.
You were a little bit older, Rogan. Did you see this in the theater?
Yes.
Okay. And you walked away a little disappointed.
Unfortunately, I would say perhaps I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Perhaps I was looking for something a little darker, like you're going to do the next step, make it a little grimmer and grittier, But like you said, time goes by now.
We'll talk about that, and maybe it's getting a bad rap in that regard. So yeah, Dice Tales agrees, definitely the best D&D movie ever. Yeah, even the two D&D movies, well, plus the Sci-Fi Channel
Crafty
ones.
Matt has something to say.
Ooh.
A couple up from that, Double D.
Oh yeah, Crawl was weird. Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Crafty Matt.
Oh, yep.
Wherever that one is. It's like a block over top. Maybe up even
Go
farther.
ahead. I'll let you find it. I will just keep talking. I think this movie does get a bad rap. He thinks Crawl's the best D&D movie ever created. You could make a case for that. I don't think I could. I would respectfully disagree. $5 super chat from Jim Director. 100% the best D&D style adventure movie that's not a D&D movie. Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, by the way, for the super chat. All right, so let's get into it. You're sitting down in the theater. You got your popcorn. It's 1984. Ronald Reagan's president. Life is good. And you go now. I will ask you guys if you hear the movie, just let's not talk over it because our mics will be live through it. But let's go how you start the movie.
Between the years when the oceans drank Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of.
That's the same guy.
When shining kingdoms lay spread
The
across the
narrator
world.
from the first one.
Hither came Conan, the Cimmerian, sword in hand. It is I, his chronicler, who knows well his saga. Now let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
right. So yeah, you were saying Crazy Mouse.
Everyone answered.
Yeah. It definitely is. He is definitely in this movie. Mako.
I can see him next to Grace Jones.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Iroh.
Yeah, the soundtrack is definitely a high point in this movie. It's got Basil Poldaris, same guy who did the original Conan, and he did a fine job. In fact, I think I can even go. I'm going to skip around here. Basil had some thoughts on the movie and working on it. Oh, for sure. Yep. Best music ever. All right, so let's listen to a little clip here of Basil Poldaris talking about the music for the sequel.
A few years after I did Conan the Barbarian, then of course the sequel of Conan the Destroyer was on the boards and came out. Upon viewing the film, I realized that yes, there were certainly sections that cried for, you know, the use and the inclusion of some of the original material from Conan the Barbarian, but this was a whole different animal. This was an entirely different attitude. It was more. There was more of a lighthearted nature to it. So it just kind of grew from the original one. It was almost taking the original one and deconstructing it to making it fit. Because in a true sense, it really wasn't a sequel. It didn't pick up where Conan the Barbarian stopped. The Hall of Mirrors is a real set piece, and I mean both in the way it was designed for the film in terms of the production, the movement that goes through it, the fight that takes place within it, and the music itself. I mean, this is an example, I think, of the Conan being a little more sophisticated. It's completely interior. There's a modernity to it with the tricks of the mirrors, and you know, it's the sort of thing that it just feels a little more sophisticated, a little more planned. It's a different kind of mind at work. So musically, I realized that I would have to represent that. There's more magic. There's kind of a sense of magic, a sense of discovery, a sense of deceit because of all the mirrors. And in the end, of course, is a sense of Conan's power because he ultimately wins over the adversity with which he...
It is such a shame that dude died like so relatively young. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. He had so many more movies to score. By far my favorite composer.
Mine too. Mine as well,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We have a $2 super chat from Dr. Yurdius Papers 2020. Hawk the Slayer, Jack Palance. Yeah, if you go back, Doctor, if you're a newcomer to the channel, we did something similar like we're doing tonight with Hawk the Slayer. I'll check back a couple of months and you'll find it. Go to town. Watch this one first, though. Yeah, so that's Basil Poldaris, who did the scoring for this one and the original, and I think he did a fine job of both. All right, so you get that intro, okay? And you're like, all right, so...
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. And indeed, let's get it on.
I think we made the merchant angry.
Are you surprised?
But we didn't steal everything he had.
We didn't have time.
You can throw those up after the clips. Thank you, Crafty Matt. Krull, Alien God, has castle ships and laser spear dark knights. Prince has to save a princess by gathering a party, getting magical item, fighting a giant spider, and riding flaming horses. Fire mares. That is D&D. Yeah. Well, it's certainly, definitely the spirit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's, I don't think there's a wrong answer there.
The guy that swallowed the diamond.
By the way,
what
thank
other
you.
stuff was he in?
I'm sorry. The swallow of the diamond. Boy, it's almost like we set this up, and we did not set this up, right?
He's in one of my favorite movies.
Well, let's. That is Tracy Walter, and he was in so much stuff. That's why you probably asked. He was in Death to Smoochie, Matilda, The Two Jakes, Silence of the Lambs. But he was also in WKRP, Taxi, Melrose Place, Nash Bridges, Veronica Mars. But you may remember him, Crazy Mouse, as Bob the Goon from Batman.
There you go.
All right, so it's one thing I wanted to talk about even like right away. So first of all, this is how, whenever I hear people say, oh, the Conan movies, they were good, but that wasn't Robert E. Howard's Conan. Man, I beg to differ. It may not be 100% Robert E. Howard's Conan, but I've read Robert E. Howard's Conan once all the way through, and I'm halfway through it again. This is pretty close. This is like Conan in his adventuring career. I think people think like, oh, well, Arnold played him so dumb. And I'm like, no, he didn't play him like dumb.
Right.
You know, just not educated, you know, but he was crafty. And I always chafed at that. In fact, I think I remember even Gary Gygax going off on that. And I was like, man, with all due respect, Mr. Gygax, you know, I think you're wrong. I think Arnold was the perfect Conan. Always was and always will be. So you see him starting here. They talk about, well, we didn't steal everything the merchant had. You know, we didn't have time. Conan's life in the Robert E. Howard stories, that's what he did. I mean, he talked about being, you know, just a common thief, especially early in his career, you know, when this is supposed to have, you know, taken place. So you brought him up, Crazy Mouse.
He was also in, not only would I recognize him from Batman, he was in Aaron Brockovich, which I've actually seen, but he was also in Young Guns 2. And that's...
Oh, yeah. He look at his filmography.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he has so many credits. He is...
But not just so many credits, Double D, like, because he's a small part in a lot of movies, he can do like 5 movies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he did, yeah.
I'm looking, 2001, 2002, 2.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And but I mean, even though they're supporting roles,
they're memorable.
They're memorable. He brings like character to them. One of the consummate character actors. Yeah. Not only that, and you're going to want to pay attention to this clip that I've put together, Crazy Mouse, because Crazy Mouse is the group thief. I mean, this guy plays a D&D thief how you should play a D&D thief. All right, so just sit back and watch as I put together some stuff from good old Malik, as his name is.
If there's anything here that you like, try not to take it.
I know when to steal and when not to.
Into the boat!
Somebody should stay and watch the horses.
Malik! Under here is a way in.
You mean under the water?
You can stay here if you like.
Alone? They need me.
Out!
Wait! It's worth a fortune!
Malik, come on! Malik!
You don't have to come.
I will.
I will.
I won't! I mean, what's in it for us? What are we, some charitable institution? We're thieves!
There he is as Bob the Goon. I threw that in at the end because I knew you'd appreciate that crazy mess. Yeah, that is how you should be playing your thief.
I agree.
I mean, D&D, like starting, sort of in 3rd edition, but definitely by 4th and really into 5th, has kind of made the thief into like a frontline fighter almost as important as a fighter, himself. Is the thief, especially in 5th edition. And that's how you should be. You should be trying to just sneak into the shadows, a one-shot kill, and then try to hide again for your next one, But they kind of made the thief very tactical, in the latest iterations of D&D. But what good is stealing stuff if you're not around to
use it?
To use it. So yeah, I see. People always complain like, oh, he's the comic relief. Yeah, and he had a few kind of cringy lines in this, for sure. But the spirit is the right one. It's like, why would I go do this? I'm a thief. I steal things. I spend it. I have fun.
I love that he's underneath that stone slab and he's got the gem and he's looking around and what does he do? What a thief would do to protect it? He's going to swallow it.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. For sure. Those backstabs were glorious too. Just jumping up and like boom, boom, boom. It's almost like they were reading
the rules,
the D&D rules. Like, oh yeah, this is how you execute. This is how a backstab looks in real life.
You said, I believe a far better actor than he's been given credit. Honestly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I love the actor. I like bordering on love the character of Malik in this movie. I wish they wouldn't have given him a couple of the silly things, like he tries to put lotion on Grace Jones later in the movie, and it's almost creepy, the way he's going up her leg, into the nether zone, and she's like, "What are you doing?" So if they would have just kind of kept him as just kind of like this, I think he'd have been perfect. As it is, he is slightly flawed, but still fantastic. Yeah, what do we got here? Prison Shank. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of
Yep,
those.
he's a pro.
Kidney
Yep.
stabs.
Comic relief things are shit. Yeah, you got to kind of work your way through that. Bath Y'all games. It's worth it. And there's not nearly as many as you think. There's just a couple. And again, this movie always suffered in comparison to the original. That's just the way it was. All right, so let's head back into the story. So Conan is praying at a sacred spot, and he's with his new pal. None of his friend Subutai from the last movie is gone. Of course, Valeria is dead. His love, his fellow thief. So they get attacked, and they think it's has something to do with the merchant that they robbed. But let's see if that's really the case.
You know who I am?
Taramas.
Queen Taramis.
Not my queen. What do you want?
I need your help.
No.
No. You don't know what I'd be willing to give you if you help me. Show me the desire in your deepest heart.
Valeria.
Where is this Valeria?
With Crom. What I want, you cannot give me.
Yes, I can.
You can bring back the dead?
Do as I ask of you, and I will. We will drink to Dagoth, the dreaming god.
What do you want me to do for you?
That a woman child born with a certain mark must make a perilous journey. It is her destiny. My niece, Jenna, has such a mark. I want you to take her on that journey. There is a key she must find. A key only she can touch. As it was written in the scrolls of Skellis.
So there we go.
She is. I was like, man, that looks like the girl from Superman 2.
Yeah, you guys are way ahead. Yeah, for sure. That's Sarah Douglas, another beautiful actress. I loved how they didn't try to get like, like nowadays they'd probably get some overweight, bimbo or something. Sarah Douglas, beautiful, Olivia Dabo, young, but on the verge of, being a beautiful woman. Even Grace Jones, and obviously she wasn't my cup of tea, but she was a world famous model, as we'll see soon. Yeah, Sarah Douglas was Ursa in Superman 2. She was also in Beastmaster 2. She was a queen of B movies. Queen of the B movie.
She's 71 years old now.
I know. Tempus Fugit. Tempus Fugit for sure. Going back to like the D&D, why is this a good D&D movie? This is like a standard, all right. The queen, the evil queen, is the quest giver. It's such a basic quest too. Go on this journey, find shepherd this person, find this key, and we'll see. It's actually a 2-stage journey. So we'll have to go to 2 different locations. But damn, it's just classic D&D adventuring. Just classic. All right. Slay Queen Taramis would be disabled, black, morbidly obese lesbian in a tactical wheelchair. Yeah. That is almost an assured thing these days. Instead of just being seductively beautiful. And you can tell already, when you first meet her, we don't know yet, but we will soon find out that she does have dark intentions. But yeah, they weren't afraid to make her alluringly beautiful and evil. All right, so that was the offer to Conan. She uses the bait of bringing back Valeria. Supposedly, she has the power to. I guess Conan never asked how. Are you a priest or something? But he just assumed. So, I guess we will see what the queen has up her sleeve next.
I saw it again! No, you saw nothing. A nightmare. Imaginings out of excitement. I don't need the captain of the guard to steal a key. That is a task for a thief. What I do need you for is to see that this dear child is returned safely to the palace, both the treasure and her virginity intact.
I will protect them both.
For she must be a virgin when she's returned to me, so she can be properly sacrificed. It is not wise to have the king of thieves near the treasure. So when the key is in my niece's hand, I want your sword in Conan's heart. Have the elite guard follow. They will strike at the right moment to help you. Conan must die.
Do you think he's handsome?
Very ugly.
No, not him. Conan. Really no insult to you, Bombata. Yes, he is handsome.
All right. Well, there we go. We've met most of the rest of the cast. That was, of course, Wilt Chamberlain as Bombata. So Wilt Chamberlain is he is a thing unto himself. Of course, the great basketball player, former Harlem Globetrotter, 76er, Laker. There's 2 numbers you want to remember with old Wilt. That's 120,000 separately. 100 points in an NBA game. And supposedly 20,000 women that he slept with.
Damn.
Hey, I think they said that that's probably not true, but
the math doesn't add up.
Math doesn't add up, but
It's not an impossibility, it's an improbability.
Yeah, there we go. Jim Director giving the girls virginity and keeping a girl's virginity in the hands of Will Chamberlain. Amazing, yeah. Yeah, she would probably not have lasted long.
Yeah, by definition, that is irony.
Yeah, they'd have made it to the end of those statues, and then it'd have been like, oh,
she would have been fine. As much as you hear about all the women he bedded, you never heard about anything shady with a minor, and
That's
she's
true.
a minor in this movie,
That
so
is
she
true.
would have been just fine.
True,
Carl
true.
Malone would have been another.
Yeah. All right, so we meet Jenna, played by, as we talked about before, Olivia Dabo, just 14 years old during the filming of this. Very good casting choice, I must say. She kind of pulls off that kind of innocent sort of princess look, but also has the acting chops to kind of bring off, realistically, her kind of crush on Conan as the movie goes along.
I'm glad they didn't pick like a popular teen actress of the time to do it.
Yeah.
For going for maybe some star power. I think I'm more referring to like, the cast of Facts of Life or
yeah. Nancy McKeon as Jenna. Blair, yeah, whatever Blair was.
Blair Welsh.
Now, was this Olivia's first role?
I believe so.
I believe it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's remarkable in itself.
Yeah, Dice Tales. Olivia did a great job for a 14-year-old. Absolutely, yeah. She kind of played, as we'll see, I did a little montage of, her interactions with Conan. She kind of like tries to flex her muscles, but you can also tell that, she kind of didn't have, the gravitas in character to back it up. All right, so we're already on our quest. We have our group, and but we're missing a key member. Now, who could we be missing? Who do you think we're missing here, Rogan?
Well, I think some people would say an archer.
Yeah, an archer maybe. What about a wizard?
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's tune back in. They're leaving the city of Shadizar, which is a real city in Robert E. Howard's City of Thieves, I believe. And we are heading out to take this girl on her quest to get the key.
What are they going to do?
Have lunch.
Before they say digested me, my magic would be in their blood.
At least they could have washed you first.
Huh? I need you. I'm yours.
It's not an ordinary key. It's a jewel.
A jewel?
Yes. The heart of Araman.
Well, can it be worn?
Only by me. No one else dare touch it.
What did you do?
She came with the bandits to raid our village. The others are dead. Now it's her turn. After we have our fun with her.
Stop!
I swear that if Conan will let me ride with him, I will give my life for him.
We shall see.
All right, so they not only picked up one, they got two.
All of the thief's lines, they just feel like they're what do you call it? Oh, we got shut down.
Oh, fuck. All right.
All the thieves' lines sound like they're voiceovered.
Hold on one second here.
Don't nobody go away.
Hold on one second. I need... All right. I think we might be live again.
Hello, we live? check 1 2 chat.
How is everybody? All right, one sec here. I may just have to wait a second. I don't know why that...
People are still commenting, and it still says we have 80.
All right, can you guys hear us? Tell us if you can hear us.
Double D, you just showed back up on my feed.
Oh, yeah. Okie dokie.
All right. We're back. I think the problem with that one is I think they will let you go a certain amount of time as far as like streaming like movies, but I think that one was just like a little bit too a little too much.
Like that clip was too much?
Yeah, that one clip I think was just like a little too much. So,
are we gonna try it again?
Let's try it again. Yeah, what the hell can they do?
Well, I mean,
it's just
chat.
YouTube.
If they shut us down, don't go anywhere. We're gonna reboot it.
Yeah, we'll do something. I'll make sure to cut it off. When I was doing that one, I was like, that's probably running a hair too long. They just don't want you like streaming movies, but I don't know.
What if we played the audio and did sock puppets as the actors on camera? Would that work?
Yeah, we could do that. All right, so I'm just gonna keep going. What the fuck? What else could they do? So they found Akira. He went to get Akira, and then they going through another town. They found Zula, played by Grace Jones. Grace Jones. She I want to say she wasn't like famous for being famous. But she was just kind of like a model, a singer. If you know any Grace Jones songs, let me know, because I've never heard one of them.
A Slave to the Rhythm. That came out in 85. That was on MTV quite a bit.
Okay,
I actually like that one a lot.
All right.
I remember her from the movie Boomerang. She was in one of the Bond
View to a
movies.
Kill.
View to a Kill.
Yeah.
She was parried a lot on In Living Color by Kim Wayans.
Yeah, but she had an album that was pretty popular in '82, if I remember properly. She was her star was starting to build.
Yeah,
I think that.
Yeah. So she definitely, and then she was like with David Bowie, I think, for a while. Like they were a couple. She was in Vamp, '86.
We did lose a couple people, so everyone take a moment. Text your best friend. Tell them to join.
Tell them to get back here.
What we'll do is maybe, I've said like don't talk during the clips. Maybe we should talk. Well, maybe we'll disrupt their algorithm a little bit. We don't have to talk all the way through. All right. So let's see if we can keep beating the algorithm here.
She's 75 now.
Oh, Jesus. It breaks my heart. All right. So we have our wizard. We have our extra fighter / acrobat. We have a full adventure D&D adventuring party. That's what I mean when you see these people like together. They almost look like the D&D cartoon, a version of the D&D cartoon adventuring.
So her character's more like a very dexterous barbarian type.
Yeah, for sure. They also talk about she talks about getting the heart of Ahriman. Heart of Ahriman was a jewel in a Robert E. Howard story I just read, Hour of the Dragon. It is not what it is here. That's one thing I don't like is that they used like names from Robert E. Howard, and they didn't have to. Like the wizard they're about to meet is Toth Amon. It's not the Toth Amon of the Robert E. Howard books. Very much different. The Heart of Ahriman is, there. They just kind of used like the names, but didn't really put them in their proper place.
One thing about Grace Jones, I'm looking up. Dolph Lundgren was an extra in A View to a Kill.
Oh, really?
She got him the part. She spent 4 years with Swedish actor Dolph Lundgren, her former bodyguard. She got him a part as a KGB officer in A View to a Kill.
I'd have to see it again. Maybe I was always, maybe I remember that, or maybe I knew it at one time and then just forgot about it. All right, let's go through the next clip.
There, take that, algorithm.
Yeah, take that. All right, so they're heading to the castle to get the key, which is actually the Heart of Ahriman, which the key is a jewel. All right. So yeah, they're heading across country here, and one thing I can do too is maybe pause it every once in a while. All right, so there is the maybe that's what I'll do too. I'll do a little pausing at times, break it up. I was never in love with this special effect. There are a lot of really good practical effects in this movie. I never did quite like this castle in the middle of the lake. It just kind of looked a little phony to me from the outside. Now, the interior sets I thought were very good. So they have arrived at their first destination to pick up the Heart of Ahriman.
The castle of Tothamon. It holds the key.
Shut down again.
Fuck! All right. Damn it.
Don't no one leave.
All right. YouTube is not going to let us do this. It's weird because it's like they let us do it with Hawk the Slayer. Maybe they're just more protective of Conan, but I did the exact same editing. Yeah.
And we're back.
And we're back, yeah.
These aren't technical difficulties. This is the man.
Well, yeah, they know. I think there is. You know what would be good? There is a service where I think you can privately stream with your with an audience. It's obviously off of YouTube. I'll have to figure out which one that is, because I really love doing this kind of stuff. But damn it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Exactly, Jager.
Jacob Jones says the hand puppet idea is sounding better.
Shall we?
All right, I'll pull my socks off. I got a marker.
All right. I just got a feeling if I do it, then it's almost like they're onto us. So fuck YouTube. I'm gonna find that. Yeah, try turning the audio off. Yeah, I will. I tell you, well, that's what we'll do. That's what we will do.
Taurus says that won't matter. Someone else, the very next one said, yeah, no sound. The music is the problem. Audio off could be the solution.
Oh, yeah.
Howard Hughes says played at 1.5 times speed. Bleeker says just reenact it.
All right, we're going to try to do it with the audio off. All right, 1 second here.
Get out the holy diver relics.
Yes. All right. Yeah, so they are going through. You can see here, as we left off, the wizard takes the form of a bird. And he brings poor Jenna into the castle, unbeknownst to all them. Now, I think maybe it was it Chris Miller who said that is Pat Roach. That is a former wrestler. He's not the only former wrestler in this movie.
Kruger said that was a dragon, not a bird.
Well, Akira calls it a giant bird, a bird of smoke. He never says dragon. Double D is Conan in sunglasses. I could have put on a muscle suit and rumor.
No muscle suit, Double D.
Yeah, rumor. All right, that seemed to work. I don't think we got
just
struck.
And my shirt popped off.
Yeah. So Jenna is taken, and I think at this point, you're probably like, okay, well, let's get, we got a little bit of Conan spilling blood. Let's see him do something, like.
We're done.
We're
not even showing anything. Now we're just talking about it.
Jeez. All right. Oh, well. Feels like woke censorship. I think it's just the algorithm. Oh, these guys think that they're attacking with false flags. Yeah, well.
What does that mean?
Well, not false. Well, it is false because we're not watching the movie. We're watching clips of the movie. You're allowed to show, like, maybe like there's like a rule of thumb, like maybe like 10% of like the movie. I think it's all right.
We're at 10% already.
Well, it's all.
Chris Miller pays attention to our opening. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Thank you, Chris.
And also, Crafty Matt just sent you something as well.
You think a firework pirate? All right. Well, you know what? We will boot this to maybe another day. What I'll try to do is I do want to watch this stuff with you, and I know there is a place where we can probably do that. So I'm gonna maybe develop that for streams like this for people that kind of want to do these deep dives, and maybe we can just watch the whole movie unedited. But yeah. We will have to see, Matt. Thank you, by the way, for the super chat. You too, Chris. We'll have to see. All right, so we're gonna have to pivot. But guys, I mean, come on, it's Double D. I was born to do this. Rated X. Born to snap necks.
Is that the truth?
Rootin' tootin'.
Tell you what, let's go here, because I have some stuff we can look at that's not going to get taken down, because it is legit. Not that the Conan wasn't. All right. You guys remember Cornboy?
Yeah.
All right, he's made his like third video. All right, so we're gonna talk briefly about Cornboy, and then we'll talk about.
Now, if we get shut down, he's the monitor.
Yeah. Well, if he is, then I will do likewise. To his. But we shall see. We'll also talk about Indestructo Boy, our old friend, who just keeps apologizing for stuff.
Am I mistaken? But didn't he say something there about the femboy thing? And
that was him.
Admiration
Yeah.
and
that was him.
Hey, everyone's got their thing.
Yeah.
Hey, God bless them. All
right, so let's go with Cornholio. All right, so this is actual Jake. He's a. I will. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. One of the laziest streamers out there.
He's the OK Boomer.
Oh yeah. Yep.
F him.
Nice logo.
For our first piece of trash today, we have a boomer talking about Matt Colville, who is dope.
He's a fucking Matt Colville simp. It figures. I'm telling you guys, I made this video that he's about to show you on Matt Colville. And I have never had Ginny D, her simps never came after me the way these Matt Colville simps are coming after me. So look in the comment section for that video I did. Oh my God.
They're a bunch of angry betas.
For sure. Fucking for sure. And obviously this guy's one. Yeah. Nice camera work there, Jake. What are you, lit by an itty bitty booklight? Jesus. He's a professional streamer. Mid-30s, millennial. This is what he does. Well, he also does other things, which we'll get into.
He's got one of those Walmart light strips.
What's MCDM mean?
That's Matt Colville's company.
Oh, my corn don't matter.
My corn don't matter.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I wonder if he's.
Corn does matter.
My corn does matter.
I don't know. Matt Colville, the hugely successful anti-American pro-intimidation RPG creator. Wow. Very, very hearty words. Matt Colville.
Look at the camera, dude.
Hold on, everyone. See you, Chris. He's got to go.
Oh, dude, Chris. See you
take
later,
care,
man.
Chris.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yep.
Thank you for your patience.
Yep. Thank you for the super chats, buddy. Yep. Mucho gracias.
Everyone will get a rain check for this.
Yeah, you'll get a rain check. We'll do it somewhere where away from the prying eyes of YouTube.
I got a better idea. Everyone just show up at Double D's house.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, you can.
Movie night
for
out
sure.
back.
Yeah, we'll do an outdoor movie night.
And I'll bring the popcorn.
It's only 30 degrees out. All right.
I wonder why Matt Colville video came out 3 days ago. I know why. So this guy is a slime bag, and he is making a video about Matt Colville because Matt Colville is putting out videos because he is launching a brand new RPG. It looks dope. If you want to watch something about that, watch Matt Colville's channel.
Simp.
If you play any D&D or anything, you probably already do. This video is not necessarily about D&D, but the Diversity and Dragon guy, just one dragon, showed up to do this.
Was that supposed to be funny? Just one dragon showed up to do this?
I'm trying to find any.
Pretty funny there, Jakey.
He's been doing this for so long now, and he doesn't look in the frickin' camera. I got a problem. I have a problem with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The MCDM RPG, which will be out in like 2026. They're promising on this project, which we probably won't get to the very end. But yeah, I mean, you'll get a PDF in about 2 years. Probably physical books in about 3. But this guy's such a simp for him. God, what a lazy man. If I ever end up like this, guys, just
Oh, Double D.
Just pull me back from the edge and just say, you know what, it's time to go to bed.
If Mrs. Double D doesn't do it, we'll do it.
He does not have a good woman in his life. He has many women in his life, as we'll find out. You don't think I had a little stack of information on you from last time, but you know what, Jake? Even though you made about 10 videos on me, stalker, yeah. Hey, you just want to come chat? Oh, come on, just come over and chat. What's wrong with coming over and chatting? Remember that was his thing last time. Right. I just let it go, and I'm like, all right, let the little shithead, let him do his thing. But he just kept pushing and pushing.
He's very mad at Matt for something. We'll see.
VIP tickets.
Well, I've been thinking
VIP. Wait, did I miss more words?
I had VIP tickets.
Wow. Okay. He's mad about the VIP. That's the stinger? Whew, scathing.
I've been thinking about doing this video for a while. After all.
Yeah, but I had to wait until Matt Colville would be in the news for something.
Oh, yeah, that's called being smart with your channel, you dumb fuck. Otherwise, you wouldn't be laboring, where you are. Let's see, when you were with your buddy, Hugo, whatever, Hannah, Hugo, I think it's Hannah now. You guys had over 150,000, and now on YouTube, you're scrambling to get, 20-something?
Overkill Joe says it's called current events.
Exactly. Yeah, shocking.
It's called someone's doing their homework and you're not there, Cornboy.
I mean, I may have, heaven forbid, I may have, had this in the hip pocket for a while and just said, well, you know what? When there's an opportune moment, I'll just put this out there for people that want it.
Bleeker says, is this the guy that got busted having sex in the Senate?
It could very well be. He is a degenerate, as we will see. In his own words, too. I can safely say that without fear of any retribution, because you will see him admit what kind of a person he is. We'll do a little bit more of this, and then we'll get into the tweety tweets. I've highlighted the hypocritical, disgraceful racism and misandry at places like Wizards of the Coast.
White people who say blacks instead of black people can choke? How's this racism? And this is why you will not ever catch me going to a white person's house for the holidays.
Paizo,
hilarious.
And Green Ronin. I had not gotten to MCDM Productions, but with the release of their recent campaign on Backer Kit for their new role-playing game, maybe now's the time to talk about the face and the brains behind MCDM, Matt Colville.
Yeah. Maybe it is the time. Just saying it out loud. Just like, yeah, now is the time that I should talk about this. Expose.
Boy, that is really insightful commentary, isn't it?
Mr. Cornboy, what exactly do you have to say? Get to the meat of your thing there. Get to the actual topic of what you're trying to say, dude. You're saying these little adjectives, but we have no clue as to what your point is.
Lori, he makes Sniper Wolf look like, Siskel and Ebert. Jesus. Oh, yeah, this is what he's doing. Checks down to his list. Make sure to say he's old and a boomer. Okay, done that. By the way, I'll give you my thoughts on their campaign, which is now over $2 million.
Success! I'm one of them.
In just the first couple of days. A great success. If you stick around to the end of the video.
Dude, what is this tone? It makes me want to fucking turn it off.
Well, then do it. Do it, you fucking balding piece of shit. What have you been balding since you're in your
blue everywhere.
Late 20s?
Didn't he say he didn't play D&D? Why does he care? No, he said he does play D&D, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they said they stopped. I don't know.
Obviously did his homework, didn't he?
Honestly, we run across a handful of these people that have absolutely no concept of what you're about, what we're about. He wants to call you out, but have done no, not even a deep dive, a shallow dive into what you've been talking about. I think he plays D&D. He might not play in D&D. I think he may have looked at D&D.
And then he pretends like, oh, I'm above D&D. And then you look in his Twitter bio, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm a dungeon master or something. I'm like, what is it with this guy?
Point
Yeah,
your
he's
toe. Don't point your toe. Who knows?
yeah, terminally online because he has no friends, no skills, and no job. Oh yeah.
That's what I say at my house all the time when there's like conflicting stories all the time. It drives Mrs. Mouse crazy. Point your toe. Don't point your toe. Who knows?
All right. 1 second here. I got to do some. All right, so let's look at a couple of his tweets, shall we? This is actual Jake. He's there for you, ladies. Mr. Cornboy himself.
He's an incel, isn't he?
Well, let's talk about that, Rogan.
I'm trying to figure out, is that a laundry line? What is that? Or is that a medieval weapon?
I think it's rope binding for what you'll see later on.
I can't wait.
God, this is that not the most slappable face?
I'm literally grilling in my backyard.
Bro, I'm literally grilling in my backyard.
But what's the big deal? It's May 16th. Why wouldn't you be grilling?
Yeah. $5 super chat from Warren Johnson. Shouldn't he be leaving the hobby to appease Kyle Brand? Yeah, exactly. Why aren't you out, Jake? You're a gamer too. At least you used to promote yourself as one. All right, so
and the grill is clearly off, as you can see by all the knobs. Off.
Yeah. He just walked outside to take a selfie with it. Yeah, that thing probably hasn't gotten used.
It's his neighbor's house.
It's his neighbor's house.
His neighbor's yard. And his neighbor's going to come out any second and scream at him for being there.
Yeah. Crazy Mouse. Way to go, as always. Always looking at the details.
Sharp eye. The sharp eye.
I rolled a 20.
All right, so let's...
What?
Yeah. So let's just put it out there.
3 or younger? That's disgusting.
How old were you when you experienced feelings of sexuality for the first time? This is a poll that he felt he needed to put out there. He typed these categories out there.
That's disgusting.
So I hope you're watching, Jake. You stream sniping me, you disgusting pig. Are you on any lists that we should know about?
Dude,
there's girls named Megan who've had lists made,
on their behalf.
On their behalf. I'm just asking. I'm not alleging. I'm just asking, because this is the kind of question that somebody on those lists might be interested in. Do you guys think? Am I right there?
Oh, 100%. As the father of 2 daughters and 2 sons, I find this little poll of his highly problematic.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Yeah. So there you go. So there's actually, if you want one tweet to sum up actual Jake, there's more. There's more, guys.
Now, the only defense is, unless Jake voted 1,600 times himself. However, that being said, 1,667 people voted, which means he has this many perverted followers as well.
Oh, God, yeah. His fans are complete degenerates.
This is disgusting.
Yeah. Cleanse with fire, as they say.
This is just
Hey, Charlotte. We're just that loser who went after me before. He went after me, like 5 times since, but we just are looking at the latest one.
It's this right here is just a what's it? A amuse bouche, right?
An amuse bouche, yeah. Just the appetizer.
Yes, it's a wee taste, taste of things to come. Yeah, this is the tip of the iceberg. All the other cliches, but this is this is factual. This has been published via online. This is an actual thing.
Yeah. So I've already established you, Jake, as a disgusting human being, worthy of a trebuchet to the moon.
Look that one up. It's got Google in there. You can look that one up, idiot.
Yep. I just want that to sink in.
God bless.
So the guy who's calling me garbage and all that, one day on Twitter, this is what he was thinking about. I can safely tell you, I can live to 1,000 years old, and I will never publish a poll like this or really ask this kind of question. So unless your name is Dr. Spock or something like that, or you are a specialist in child psychology or something, newsflash, You wear a corn costume and stream 5 days a week, you piece of shit. You're not either of those. What is your interest in this? Why do you always say like, you want to come chat? Does that sound kind of like behavior where you try to like maybe want to beat someone down? You know, like remember how he was doing that? Like, oh, you want to just come chat? You want to come chat? Remember he did that last time? It kind of clicked with me like,
Yeah.
I wonder if he's that way in real life, just kind of wearing down people's resolve.
Hey, I got candy. I got really good candy. Come on over here. No, I got the best. I got the big
My
candy.
van has no windows.
Yep, exactly.
A puppy? Did you lose? No, I got lots of puppies.
Yeah. This is just a thing. Like he was still carrying it on. By the way, interesting. Finally gonna come chat. I'm available Monday night. Yeah, you're available every night. You fucking loser. Like I didn't know you were available Monday night. Here I'm saying like, no thanks. I'll settle for a written explanation on that poll, Jake. You got one? So I was after him on Twitter. I'd be happy to chat about it. No, you wouldn't. Because you'd probably end up on an FBI list.
Probably end up or already is.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be happy to chat about it. What these people that come chat. Come chat.
Help me normalize this.
Let's have a chat, me and you.
Help me make myself feel better about myself, about this deviantness inside of me.
You seem scared, man. Worried I might make you look bad? Yeah. Yeah, you got me shaking in my boots. Good Lord, you've been on the internet for 10 years. I've been on the internet for a year and a half. Well, I mean, YouTube, let's say. You've been on YouTube for over 10 years. This is what you've devolved into. Good Lord.
Charlotte's right. The sorcerer.
The sorcerer. Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, good one. So I just caught him and I thought this was funny. He was saying like, bro, I made one response to you and then you made a supercut of an hour-long segment and then made this. You know, I responded to you today. So he's taking someone to task, you know, for, kind of like responding to him. So I did the same thing. I said, bro, I made one response to you. Then you streamed about me like 5 times, which he has. Why are you so upset? So got him there. All right, so we're going to start to paint a picture of what this guy's like in real life. Yeah, we'll grab that first. Ooh, from our friend Tora.
Tora, thank you.
Tora. One thing I wanted to say about the movie, I was going to tie it in, Tora, with you. The director, we'll do this someday, Richard Fleischer, very accomplished. One of the movies he did was Tora.
Wow.
So there you go. God, as much as this guy offends me, watching Double D pimp slap him would be hilarious. Yeah, I would do it verbally. I would do it physically. I have probably 20 years on him, and I would destroy this fat piece of shit. I would do what Billy Zane did to that guy in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight when he punched him through the face, through the skull.
Well, isn't this Jake dude? Is he an Xer?
No, he's a millennial.
He is a millennial?
He's a millennial, yeah. No, he was born in late 80s. I think I found a tweet where he said he was born in like late 80s. He's firmly millennial. Yeah. New poll, how many corn on the cob can you hold without using your hands? All right, so we're getting a picture here. So when I say weed helps me sleep, this is what I mean. All right, so a 3-hour nap. So this guy doesn't have a lot going on in his life, I'm going to guess. He made other tweets about getting into like, I think smoking or, edibles and all that stuff. I'm not going to demonize anyone per se, but if your life has kind of fallen to this level or sunk to this level, then I am anti, pot. If you can keep it in check and, just do it recreationally and it's not holding you back, which I don't think you can do for very long, that's fine. Then, we don't have a beef. But I'm just saying most people who just do weed all the time, they end up like this guy eventually in some form or another.
I think the fact that he's, online here and he has to advertise it, again, says a little bit more about himself.
Yep. This guy streams 5 days a week. That's all he does. He is a professional streamer, terminally online, as someone said earlier. It's the perfect, it's a perfect name for him.
So he's running an apartment that his brother-in-law owns on the cheap.
I would guess. So here he is. I'm Pauly. So I describe this as platonically down to F. I don't actively want to have sex with every single girlfriend I have. But if we're friends, it's more likely we'll share attraction. So it happens. And this is in response to somebody who's saying 99% of your platonic straight male friends would hit given the chance. So he's saying here he's poly. That means he's into multiple women at the same time. So I want to posit my two great friends here. In an era where women are the choosiest they've ever been.
Oy.
Yeah, what kind of women do you think is going to look at him and say, I like him so much, I am going to share him with another girl?
This is my take on this, okay? And I ask for no forgiveness on this. 1A, either a young girl that has been properly and completely groomed.
Yep.
Or 2, the 22-year-old girl down the road that has a mental issue and it's living with her mom and dad, who is a real sweetheart, but will end up disappearing for a few hours every week and coming home dirty.
Or 3, just an out-and-out war pig.
Yes, yeah. But
like a nasty 250-pound.
Yeah, and that kind of woman is not poly. She's a rhino.
She's a rhino.
She's going for it.
She's polydactyl. Is that the one where you have the extra fingers or whatever?
I think it's funny that he calls himself, I'm poly. Poly, well, the correct term is polyamorous, right? We mean like being able to share your love with multiple people. Poly doesn't mean like, hey, I like to fuck all the girls. No, that's being a pig. Polyamorous again is the sharing a loving relationship with several, more than just one person, and having something meaningful.
For him, it's just having sex and smoking dope. And
because
all
I
that
get to
stuff.
use
Degenerate lifestyle.
This is a popular term. I'll throw this in there to hide my perversions.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the perversions.
Oh
yet.
no,
no. All right, so we've established that. All right, we'll take him at his word. He has a stable of women. I'm going to guess they are not on the high end. Does he count his mom and sisters as friends? Yeah, that could be.
Panther just joined in. He wants to know what the hell we walked in on.
Yeah, we were
trying to watch Conan and it didn't work, so we're talking about Cornboy.
Yeah,
and
we'll do Indestructo Boy in a second here, and we'll figure out a way where we can all go and watch free from YouTube. We'll just hang out and watch a movie together because I really like doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, all right. So he's polyamorous. All right. So this is it. Sounds like a virgin to me. He's responding to someone who says, actually, it's very possible to have sex without dragging a woman around in a dog collar. Not everyone is a predator. His response to that sounds like a virgin to me. Well, what that guy was responding to was Jake's original tweet. It may blow your mind to know that I've had sex with people with and without collars, LOL. If you're made upset by us consensually doing kink, that's a personal issue you have to work out, probably with a therapist. Consensually, huh? Let me just ask you, based on the number of times you asked me to go chat, how many times did you say, come on, just put the collar on. Just put on the collar. Just put on the dog collar so I can lead you around on a leash. Because that's what he is doing here.
Right.
So chat. What kind of a picture are we painting here?
Now it's therapist, not the rapist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Warren Johnson must have rolled slovenly. Troll on the harlot table. Yes. Thank you, Warren. Yep. But I mean, all right. So he out of the gate where he's asking about, the sexual thoughts of children. And now he's into multiple women at the same time. And now he's talking about, I like to lead them around in dog collars. Is this someone you want your daughter dating? Is this who you want your son to be? Yeah, well, hold on. Bring out the gimp. Yep. You best go wake him up. Yeah. That's Jake. And he loves to brag about it too. Well, you felt particularly upset when I called you sir. If I haven't put a collar on you, don't call me sir. He's obsessed with this collar stuff.
He's an incel. He's just talking dreams right now.
It's very possible to have sex.
Hansen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Opus says it's very possible to have sex without dragging a woman around in a dog collar. Not everyone's a predator. So he must have responded to him twice and said, "Have you considered that the collar makes me yum good?"
Shit.
Yeah. This guy's like, I bet you in private, he's like Frank Booth from Blue Velvet. Is that Dennis Hopper's character?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jake, do you have an oxygen tank in your bedroom?
Baby wants to fuck.
Don't you look at me. Don't you look at me.
You're so fucking suave.
Oh, God, what a disgusting human being. All right, so here, listen to this one. BB. If a woman wants to be slapped, spit on, and choked during sex, I don't think this woman exists. That is a cry for help. Her partner should find his balls and say no. Jake says, don't kink shame, please. And then, I appreciate how you engaged in a gross display of misogyny and also managed to top it off with reinforced toxic masculinity. Oh, God, I hate this guy. While kink shaming and being what is sex negative? Shitlords work on this for years and fail. Yet you did it in one tweet.
This guy is all dog whistles.
I mean, who are the predators in your neighborhood?
My God.
In your neighborhood. So he's, let's see, he's poly, he's pro collar, let's just say child love, it seems. He's pro, let's see here, slapping, spitting, and choking women. Crazy Mouse. Yeah. What do you think?
I think this dude's a perv.
Oh, it's one thing to be, you can be a perv, and then there's just like normal perv, and then there's this guy's this guy is, I think he's criminally
all in
perv.
totality, and all this stuff that he's talking about, and I'm taking the things that Rogan has brought in about the girl down the street with maybe a little mental issue and as sweet as pie, and then this guy puts out a poll about like what age do you start feeling sexual feelings, and he put 4 to 9 as a fucking category, right?
Yeah. No, younger.
Well, there was one younger, which had a couple votes, but 4 to 9.
That's the one that won.
That had the most.
Yeah. 64% or something like that.
It was a crazy number. So you're doing like some forensic numbers, and you're looking and you're adding all this stuff up, and I don't like what I'm seeing.
You don't have to read You don't have to read a whole lot between the lines.
No, you don't. No. I mean, like I said, I'm painting a picture here in his own words. I mean, it's not like I'm putting words in his mouth. This is.
Like, there are people, I myself, I'm not one of them, but there's a lot of people that like to do the kinky thing in sex, and that's their thing. That, there's no shame in that game. I can't shame anybody.
Absolutely.
That's a consensual thing.
There's like I said, there's normal stuff.
There's normal kink, and then there's
that's between the consensual, but this person right here, using these expressions, these terms, to defend himself and defend what he has going on inside of him that he's trying to let out, is appalling.
Well, him, being quote unquote poly just means he won't commit to anyone, so it's probably not really consensual. He just keeps finding and pressuring, I think, people to all speculation based on your tweets. I think personally he may be just pressuring, people.
Yeah. Again, my understanding by definition, poly and polyamorous, he is not.
Right.
That being polyamorous again is sharing a relationship with several people. What he is going on is I just like to fuck.
I think that's
there's no. I mean, again, he's using poly as as the catchphrase that's become more and more popular in our culture. As hey, look at me, I'm poly. Never mind my perversions, my dark. my dark web perversion.
My dark web perversion. Yeah, well said.
I couldn't imagine what his search history looks like on his computer.
Oh God, he better pray that the FBI never gets his hard drive.
Yeah, he uses Tor.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlotte says he probably has an external hard drive with terabytes of corn. Yeah, I think we're pretty well set that's why he's into the corn thing. It's a popular placeholder term for PORN. Damn. And here he is down here again. We're just kind of painting the picture. Are you talking about rough SEX or something? You really should come chat. So Prestige Worldwide Racing is consent to grape by calling it grape, and because it's a fantasy doesn't mean it's not grape. You don't understand because your mind is so deviant and willing to justify horrible acts that you can't help but argue away depravity. Prestige Worldwide Racing. I'm going to try to remember this and give you a follow on Twitter because that is perfectly said. If you guys are on Twitter, track that guy down, give him a follow because he deserves it for essentially just saying what needs to be said. Yeah. God, and here you start to run out of just different ways to say what a horrible human being Jake is. Are you talking about like rough SEX or something? You really should come chat. Oh, come on, just put the collar on. Oh, don't you want me to slap you and choke you? Come on, it won't hurt. Fucking. If it wasn't YouTube, I would be able to tell you exactly what I think, Jake. I don't know. This is probably just in comparison to the other stuff. I think somebody was just talking about. I don't know. It does things, make him feel insecure. Blah blah blah. He's always on like the wrong side of these issues. Why does it bother you? She's reviewing.
Kind of like that attorney friend.
Yeah. Crazy Mouse had a friend he grew up with who was an attorney, and he always ended up on the wrong side of court cases.
I saw that your family name come up, so I decided to help take the case. He's trying to rob our great aunt.
Yeah. So there's Jake.
Not really cooking. Just standing in front of a grill.
Yeah, exactly. He's poly, girls. You could be sharing this guy with so many other women.
Hubba.
And then hold on, it gets better. When you sign up, he says, "Oh, great! Here's your dog collar. Here's your leash. I'm going to lead you around on this. I hope you like being choked, spat upon, and humiliated." Jesus. You're a piece of human garbage. I can't put it any lower. I don't like Indestructo Boy, but I don't hate Indestructo Boy. I don't hate Ginny D. I don't even hate Condor DM. But I think I could make room in my heart to hate someone as depraved and disgusting, as vile, as lazy, as stupid as you. You and your mongrel fans that you have over there that show up and listen to someone who makes polls about children having SEX. Yeah.
This guy's empty. He has a void inside of him. He does.
Yeah. All right, that's it. I don't need to see him just give a low effort, lazy. What is this guy? What is that? What is that? The fucking worst. So we will bid adieu to Jake. Who knows? We may visit him again in the future. You know, all I can say is the proof is in the pudding.
His name really is Jake, right?
Actual Jake. I don't know what his real life name is.
The
I
reason
don't
I'm
care.
looking, I'm trying to look at actual Jake, and I'm trying to make is it called an anagram out of that?
Anagram.
Do these add up to anything? I'm not seeing anything.
You're always looking for the angle that nobody else is.
Yeah. And I'm not finding anything.
Yeah. All right. So let's get rid of this piece of just human debris. And let's just talk about the normal craziness of Indestructo Boy. All right, so I came onto this video yesterday, and at first I had no idea what he was talking about. Neither will you. So here, let's start her up.
I am not a journalist, and I'm going to stop using my platform to report on news like I am one. There are people who go to college for this stuff. I never really claimed to be a journalist, but I think I've subconsciously felt like I slipped into the mindset of one, and I'm gonna try and be more attentive.
Sorry, I had to stop it there just for Cyclops.
But about that, because it's really clear that I'm not the right person to be handling any kind of information like this. Yeah. Moving forward, if there's anything that I hear in terms of an actual credible industry leak or something like that, I'm going to be passing it off to a real journalist like Christian Hoffer or Linda Codega.
Why?
Dropping names.
Again, this is
why?
I felt like at times I was reporting on TTRPG news, but then sometimes an interesting discussion or something would come along where it seemed like it was.
All right. I want to get struck for playing that too long. I get shut down for the 5th time. I wonder what the record is for time struck down.
I looked it up. 12.
Oh, we got a long way to go.
You ain't no hard-hitting Mark Whitten.
Yeah. The fact that we've held on to almost 80-some people after being shut down 3 times. You guys are great. Thank you so much in the chat. Yeah, so I'm watching this. I'm like, what the fuck? And he has me blocked on Twitter. I do have an alternate account, but I just didn't care enough. So I'm like, then I saw Crafty Matt was saying man, I can't believe he had the pirate guy from SpongeBob. He's like, boy, a second apology in 2 days. You know what gives? And I'm like, wait, what? So I did a little digging, and sure enough.
I wanted to do a follow-up to the video that I made the other day about the apology, and some people kind of feeling like...
All right, whoops.
I wanted to do a follow-up to the video that I made the other day about the apology.
So he went through that whole first video and did not say what he was apologizing about. Do people not understand that anytime somebody's tuning into you, it could be for the first time, why would you issue an apology video and not at least explain hey guys, I did this and I'm just apologizing. I'm not going to be a journalist anymore.
Double D, it's because he's not sincere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you're sincere, we all know this. We've known each other for a long time. If I've wronged you, if I felt that I've wronged you, even if you don't think so, I'm going to say, Double D, dude, I'm really sorry about this, dude. I didn't mean blah, 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 crazy mouth. Dude, man, I hope you're not pissed off, but hey,
we do that in our chats all the time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And
you got to stand up.
Yep.
But we do. We were boom, here, boom. I'm addressing the issue. I'm offering this to you, and this is why. That is sincerity. This guy is not sincere.
No, not at all. Yeah, that's a great point. I hadn't considered that. I know he's he's an opportunist, but I just kind of thought he's a garden variety leftist. But after what you said, and then Crafty Matt here, it's important to know that I give this guy so many chances. And he does nothing but take shots at me. It's important to know that he did not turn off monetization in this video or the follow-up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he's doing what we in the YouTube community, he is monetizing his drama.
Stretching it out.
Yeah.
Stretching it out for the cash.
Yeah, getting the money for it.
He's shilling.
God, if he did a live stream, he'd probably be begging for super chats on the down low.
I like that drama farming.
Oh yeah,
Drama farming.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot,
certainly,
Draxus.
yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then like I said, thanks to Crafty Mad as always. By the way, if you are on Twitter, if you're not already following Crafty Mad, do so because he's one of the ones that I usually pops up in my feed and has his finger on the pulse.
Just follow him. If you don't have the Twitter, get it.
Yeah, get the Twitter.
Get the Twitter.
All right, so let's see what the. Oh my God, I'm here thinking like, man, I was almost like, man, this must have been bad, because I just went right to the second apology video, which this is.
And some people kind of feeling like it came from out of nowhere, and some people.
It came out of nowhere because you didn't fucking tell us what it was, you dummy. You're supposed to be better than this.
People also critiquing my apology, and yeah, so. Let me say right here, right up front, what was I apologizing for some people that seem to get blindsided by it? I felt that in some of the artwork that we had seen that was being previewed at PAX U, that one of the pieces in particular may have been AI generated.
So that's the main crux is the AI art. What are you laughing at, Rogan?
It's ironic. Blindsided, said the one-eyed man. And I'm sorry.
Someone else just said, "I'll keep an eye open for it."
I promised myself I would not make a comment about his eye patch or anything. Like that.
You know what? I did that too, and you know what? It doesn't help. I actually tried to be kind of magnanimous. Remember, I had that stream with Max Liao. The first time around when this motherfucker threatened to take down my channel. Threatened to take down Max's channel.
I remember that.
He keeps like taking shots at me. Now, to be fair, I did do a video on him. He actually, I don't know if you guys saw my video, but he got into a brouhaha, and that's originally what I thought this apology was for taking a shot at that Candela Obscura.
Right.
Yeah, he did I think we covered it. He gave a scathing review, but did it like he was reading, off of a teleprompter at gunpoint, even though it was, he wrote it. So I'm here thinking like, oh, maybe he's got something, but no, after that video, he's like, diversity in dragons. He's still just a loser who does blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there was nothing I said in that video other than, this is kind of what you get when you jump into bed with these people.
Give your TV a shake there, buddy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or people are going to know you're into all things food.
Well, not me.
That's what
that'd be Mrs. D. We got to get rid of the Conan one now. Sadly. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, what the fuck? So this is all about AI art? I'm like, Jesus.
I gotta apologize because they might have been using, I might have used or almost used, or there was AI someplace and it was art. And
we'll just get to where the main crux of what he did, his horrible sin.
The fault
keep
of
saying,
it
hold on a
was-
second. Is his eye accident or a result of fireworks, or are people
Yes.
just saying that?
No, it is.
Because
It
a
is
lot
legit,
of comments are like, I'm not going to trust the guy who can't read the fireworks instructions. And someone else said that it went off like a glitter bomb at a gay parade is what did it. Someone else said a Roman candle. So
yeah, and it's like, I don't care. I don't care anymore if you threaten to get my channel taken down or Max's. And then you're just a out and proud leftist, and people, you are so afraid that you are going to be canceled and or have death threats issued against you from your own side. Yet you make a point to make a tweet about me, not the lunatics in Critical Role's fandom that you should be afraid of. But but then you choose to go after me. So fuck you. Make all the fireworks jokes you want, guys. Soy clops, whatever.
I
fuck
thought,
this guy.
I thought it was the Red Ryder BB gun that did it.
yeah. And the thing is, if I was him, I'd be playing it up. I'd be like, yeah, dude, I got a fucking eye patch. I mean, look, in the right circumstances, if this guy had the right mentoring, he could be one of the coolest motherfuckers out there.
Wasn't there a
fucking eye
soap
patch?
opera star?
Patch.
Patch
was the dude's
Was
name,
it-
right?
was it
Way
General
back-
Hospital or something?
Yeah,
Was
way
that
back in the day.
The Cassidines. The Luke and Laura.
General Hospital.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, a censor monkey. Yeah, so screw him.
I mean, he has a certain amount of flow coming in. I'd make that eye patch cool, man. I'd have a cool monster eye on there.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have it lit up with LEDs and shit.
Yep.
You know, making it look all Tony Starkish and whatever.
I'd do the Christopher Plummer from Star Trek 6. Get it drilled into my head. Get the eye patch drilled in. Have screws in there.
Yeah, that's what, again.
Quote Shakespeare all the time.
Yeah, from its original language, Klingon.
Overkill Joe, Double D. That's why we wear shades, right? Absolutely. But yeah, it's God. He'll even in that Candela Obscura video, he's talking about, oh yeah, they have ableist language, like throwing himself in there. You can't call yourself ableist if you blew up half your body by handling fireworks. I mean, it's not like you were born with, like you were a thalidomide baby or something. Jesus, but I would, if somebody tried to tried to put me in the handicapped section after I did that to myself, I'd be like, no, I don't deserve that.
Right.
I'm a retard.
If Sally Struthers makes she didn't make no video for you.
Yeah.
We don't feel bad.
Yeah, it's not going to be a fucking, a late night infomercial. It's like the Pets one, when they play that song, Trouble, Trouble, Trouble. They're not going to show guys
Sarah
blowing
McLachlan.
their... Yeah, Sarah McLachlan, yeah. Crafty Matt, thank you so much, buddy. $2. You think actual Jake would want to corn that hole? No comment. No comment. I'm going to try to move beyond cornholio. But yeah, thank you so much, Matt.
People have found love in stranger ways.
Yeah. Maybe we need to get these two together. Yeah, guys, I don't know. All right, I'll go a little bit because he goes into detail. What he did was so... I'll tell you how I would have handled it. All right, so we'll let this run because we don't want people saying, like, you guys stop it after 5 seconds all the time. All right, let this run a little bit.
This was made out of rage at WotC for the OGL situation, coming off the heels of the Big B's AI art controversy and everything. Honestly, a lot of witch hunty kind of annoyance and frustration I have had about AI art flooding the marketplace right now, and this guy caught a stray. I'm incredibly sorry to Nestor. I expressed that, but I wanted to kind of talk about what happened, and I know that there are people who are still saying stuff about Nestor's art or whether or not Wizards of the Coast is using AI art and using this as proof positive of it. Now, this is a screen cap that was shown that I...
Thank you, Sir Leah, for the price of a cup of coffee a day. Yes, that's right. Yeah, you can... It's like, what do you do with these guys? Get them a glass eye or something? I don't know. Maybe you can't have one. If I was him, in all fairness, if that happened to me and it's like, all right, you can get a glass eye or an eye patch, I'd be like, eye patch. Hell, if it were me, I'd probably really pay it up. I'd have one of those like half face masks, like Phantom of the Opera or some shit. There was an early Star Trek episode too, the one of the ones I love, The Conscience of the King, and I think, if I'm thinking right, maybe the guy had like kind of a mask like that in one of those too. Always love that.
Make himself look like one of those early '80s post-apocalyptic villains from those, one of those thousands of movies.
Fuck yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Samus Davis. So he did all this on Twitter. Like, he called this art AI. This is apparently not AI art. And this may be where we stop it. I'll let it run a little bit so we can just we'll get our final fix of Indestructo Boy, Terran. But yeah, he said, "Oh, this is AI. I'm sick of them using AI art." All right. Warren Johnson, the one of the heroes of the night. Thank you again. $2. Oh. Yeah, keep that up there till I get that. Crafty Matt, he's too old. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yep.
for cornholio. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Maybe that's why he pegged you in the wrong age bracket, because he just thinks people are a lot older than they are. This 9-year-old girl's really
Yeah. Boy, that's something again. A good one, Crazy Mouse. Yeah, he's obsessed with age, isn't he? Everybody's age. My age. Age of children when they start having thoughts.
Yeah. Everyone older than 12 is a boomer.
Yeah. That's right. Everyone
play ball.
Yep, play ball. Oh wow, $5 super chat from the Boss Bully Boy. Thank you. So it sounds like a professional wrestler. He's made Roll for Combat worse, if you can believe it. Possible. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I don't doubt that. Thank you, Boss Bully Boy.
And that one there says it's their first ever super chat.
Oh, really?
That's what that one is. Underneath it says, let's
celebrate the first chat on a live stream. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Boss Bully Boy.
Thank you.
I like the name too.
It does sound like a wrestler.
Yeah. Like an old WWF.
Big boss man.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was subconsciously.
Yeah.
That would be his villain. Big Boss Man and the Boss Bully Boy. So yeah. All right, well I'll let it run just a little bit longer and then this will be it. Then we'll go to we'll do some summing up and then we'll do some little Otto and Roland and let everybody get out of here for Christmas.
Said, yes, this is what's leading me to believe that this is AI artwork. Now, this, number one, don't use AI detection websites. It's been made painfully clear to me as to why you don't use AI detection websites. Number one, these websites are known to be really, really screwy at best. Like, they are throwing up false flags for stuff that we definitely know existed before AI art, right? The other part of this, too, it's saying a 97.3% probability.
Jesus. This guy is... All right, so I think that's enough. I think that's enough.
So let me boil this down.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, absolutely.
Let me. No, I was doing him like. Let me just apologize 10 more times for something that I've already fucking apologized for. Jesus Christ.
He's answering a question from a half hour ago.
So he made several apologies and then layered apologies on top of that. To the point where he created a mystery, and the mystery is that I accused someone of creating using AI for art, and
he created a legit artist made a picture, and he's I think it was just on Twitter though. He didn't make a video on it.
Yeah, this is a narcissistic version of humble bragging.
Yeah.
I'm humble. I'm apologizing. I did this. This is so horrible. And it's 2 hours later, like, what the fuck is he apologizing? Like, how many tweets do I need to read? Oh, the AI thing. I feel so bad. But who the fuck cares? Yeah. The dude sees you in real life. He's going to pop you in the nose. That's what I did if I was an artist being accused of it. And then it'd be over with. All right, I popped you in the nose.
Or you could just privately with the guy and then on Twitter and just say, guys, I really screwed up.
Right.
Sorry. I should just learn to keep my mouth shut. You don't make a tearful, video, especially after you pretty much have done an already overly dramatic video on Candela Obscura. And then your next one is, I need to apologize. I really need to apologize. It's like this vague booking thing that people do in social media. Like, can't believe it. So betrayed. And then it's like, no fucking clue as to what's going on. I'm not a journalist, people. I'm not a journalist. I need to step down from my role as self-appointed journalist. I'm terrible. Are you going to tell us what you did, you fucking dum-dum?
Anything comes to me, I'm just going to send it to the right people. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So he waits till the second apology because he's like, yeah, some people were confused. They didn't know. They didn't know because you didn't tell them. And maybe he probably didn't want to signal boost it. I'm putting myself in his mind. God help me. But he's probably like, well, I don't want to amplify the fact that I called this guy's art AI. But he could have just said hey guys, I made a real bad mistake.
Bad. Move on. Right?
Yeah. Legit artist. I said his art was fake and it wasn't. And boy, I got a lot to learn.
It is, again, I find the whole thing extremely insincere. Overblown. It really is. To me, it's one of those, hey, I'm sorry for what I said bothered you. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry you were bothered by what I said.
Yeah.
That's not an apology.
You mean like the Goodman Games?
Yeah.
Goodman Games bringing back Gary Gygax into the next edition of DCC. Everybody was all like, "Oh man, did you hear Joe Goodman? He's playing ball now." And then I read what he wrote, and I think it was to Dungeon Delver. Good channel, by the way. Bill is a really good guy. But yeah, it's like Joe Goodman was like, "Gee, didn't think you guys didn't think it meant that much to you. We'll go ahead and put his name back in." It's like, "Oh, gee, thanks for the apology there, Mr. Goodman." Jeez. I suppose if it's getting back in there, fine. But what I really think a lot of people wanted to hear from Joe Goodman was like, you know what, we really screwed up, went way too far. How dare we overlook, but on purpose, one of the founders of the game. Instead, it's like, geez, sorry, you guys are mad. All right, chat. Tell us. Give me a company that we've missed on the list. We'll vet them, and we'll do it.
Oh, I haven't checked. Let me do a quick Hasbro stock.
Yeah.
I will. Mongoose. Did we talk about Mongoose at all?
Mongoose. Yeah, we could do Mongoose. We'll do Mongoose, and then we'll do a slam dunk Leyline Press, which is maybe one that you guys haven't heard of. They're borderline. I really do have to watch because you get two different ends. I want this list to be I want it to be useful, but I also don't want it to be like, oh, you're just promoting all of your, friends, all of the people who just do like one, have done like one thing and maybe it's not even for sale or something. Maybe I'll think of some way to incorporate those, but for now I want, if a newbie is like logging on, I want them to like know what the big companies are all about. Renegade, no. Cubicle 7. Let's see if we can get a consensus here. What I would like, guys, I'm starting to put in proof, especially of the middle categories. The villains, I think we all sort of know.
Frank, you wish he knew about this channel before he bought some books.
That's
Where
okay.
have you been, man? We've been around for a year.
It's all right. And listen, you don't have to burn them. You don't have to do it. You can, obviously, I'm not a boycott person. That's why people keep saying like, oh, you're making lists just like the left does. I'm making a buyer's guide, okay, for anybody that wants it. I have DCC on my shelf over there. Will I play it someday? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe I'll do like a one shot with it. I'm not going to buy anything new until I see that's just me personally. They're just recommendation. Yeah, Hasbro stock has lost over the last 5 years like 40% of its value. I think that's what people are saying, that they're in trouble, but could be a good buying opportunity if they
have
turn
gone
it around.
In 5 years, Double D, they've gone down 40%.
Yep.
In the last month, it's gone up 13%.
Oh, there you go. If you'd have timed it, you might have made a little money. All right,
but it is down recent, like in the last week. Yep.
So Mongoose being woke. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not terribly familiar, other than I know they're a British company and they pushed out a ton of stuff back in the 3rd edition days. A bunch of garbage splat books. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was the quintessential.
Yes.
It wasn't the complete. It was the quintessential fighter.
It was an unbalance of fluff and crunch.
Oh God, yeah. But then they did do the 3rd edition Conan, which I thought was probably one of the better iterations of 3rd edition.
Really liked it.
Yeah, a good solid game.
I think they did Paranoia.
Yes.
It's not woke.
Yep. And they just did the Traveler that we just played,
fantastic.
which is they
Traveler was Sean's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And they did I thought a good job kind of respecting the source material but updating it, keeping the core of the game. Now I'm not a huge Traveler player, so maybe some hardcores there would disagree. But yeah. All right, so you guys have to tell me. You don't think this is? I'm going to be reading the chat here. Matt is so Mongoose Matt is a socialist, always has been, but I haven't seen it in their products. Yeah, and I don't think I've never seen a tweet from anyone from Mongoose. So I don't care if he's a private socialist. That's fine. I mean, I'd like him not to be. Yeah, the Basic Experts art is in Traveler. That's a good sign. John, I would hope wouldn't do too much business with someone who's just out and out hates folks on this side. I'm of a mind. God, do we put him in the hero category?
I have heard, and I don't keep my ear to the rail, but I've heard nothing negative.
Guys, can you give me anything? Because we right now I'm penciling him into the hero category because I don't care if he's keeping it to himself. Then that he's a socialist or whatever. I don't care about that. Now if he's just spurging, did an interview with Grim Jim. Okay, Grim's a little left, but he's like sensible left, so that's a good sign. Yeah, everybody likes Basic Expert. Yeah, I like Basic Expert too. Who the hell is Mongoose Matt? He's the Matt. What's his last name? I used to know it too. He's just been the Mongoose guy forever. He's like the guy who started at Charlotte.
Mongoose Matt. I don't know why my mind went to that gambler in Las Vegas, Mattress Mac.
Mattress Mac, the guy who makes all the bets. Yeah. All right. Magnificent Devil. I think Mongoose as a company has stayed out of the culture war as far as they've seen. I'm going to check one thing. I'm going to check Ocul's list on the RPG site.
Leeline Press has been mentioned by Brian James.
Yeah, they are pieces of shit. They canceled one of their editors.
He said they need to be on the lower end of this buyer's guide.
Yeah. They that's where they were definitely going. So I'm looking on Ocul's list. He has Mongoose in the green, which is good.
All right, that makes me happy.
I think that's what we're gonna until if they are spurging, it's not widespread. So I think Mongoose is going into the. I think Mongoose is going to go into the hero category, guys.
I agree.
All right, so we got Mongoose.
Do people say mongoose like they say watsy?
Watsy.
Mongoose.
Mongoose. Hero, Mongoose. And then Leyline.
Not familiar with them.
Yeah, they do this thing called Savage Union or something, or Salvage Union. Help me out there,
I've been
chat.
seeing something about that. I've been seeing some ads for Salvage Union.
Well, don't buy it. Because one of their editors did business with James Raggi, Lamentations of the Flame Princess. He was the guy that we were kind of EFAPing a little bit with Greg last week, talking about language, bigger guy with hair. Good dude, really good dude. Although he's another guy who I think does too many apology videos. I think he did like 2 follow-up videos to that one. And but yeah, Lamentations of the Flame Princess, great game. I have the little core rule book, and I'm going to get more of that stuff just to support James. But yeah, one of the editors who worked for Leyline also worked on Lamentations. And James Raggi is just kind of a free speech guy. I don't think he's like right-wing at all. I think he's just very much pro-free speech, pro-freedom. And Leyline Press made a point to publicly say they were cutting bait with that editor. Just for working with Lamentations of the Flame Princess.
Ryan said he met James Raggi at North Texas RPG Con.
Yeah, I think Greg did
Where would that be? Like
that's Dallas, I think.
Dallas.
Yeah, I think it's Dallas. Yeah, Greg loves that convention. In fact, did you see Greg there?
Ryan.
Yeah.
So,
because I think he goes to that. That's it. Greg says that's one of his favorites.
So this guy did some work for so and so, and that's it. He didn't go on Twitter and have a manifesto.
No,
You know, he didn't,
he's just probably like a working. I think it was an editor.
He didn't offer his personal opinion on politics or whatever.
No.
In a personal aspect, not at all. He just was, hey, I did this creative work.
Yeah, they found out about it. They'd like somebody. One of these little snitches on, online just kind of said, "Hey, do you know that one of your editors worked with that horrible James Raggi?"
Don't these people realize that those people they're running to you, snitching on somebody else, can't wait to snitch on you.
Yep. I'm gonna.
Ryan, was that a yes? You saw Greg there?
Oh, nice.
And they said yes for Dallas.
Yep. Had a great time chatting with Greg, says Ryan. Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was the absolute highlight for me. Yeah, I can't wait till we meet Greg in person.
Someone a couple posts ago said that you should do a show with somebody that'd be your biggest show you ever did. Did you see that, Double D?
Was that like Black Lodge or something?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, they I'm open to it.
I watch
your
your
biggest
show.
Double A would be Double D's biggest show for sure. Who are you referring to there? Were you referring to Black Lodge?
I thought so.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we could do a tit for. I don't know if they.
There you go. It is.
Yeah,
I found it.
Yeah. I would love to have those guys. Maybe next week. We can. I can reach out to those guys if they want to come on here.
My advice would be next week, with it being like 2 days after Christmas, it might be hard for some stuff to happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe we had to wait till the new year. Yeah, but maybe early in the new year.
Next week might be a recap show.
Yeah.
Season in review, because I don't know what's going on with my family. We just found out that my mother-in-law has the COVID, and they take that shit super serious. So Christmas might be moved to another day.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mouse's sister's in town with Landon, and so next week's up in the air. A lot of moving parts.
So, yeah, look, I would love to, but hey, look, maybe those guys, that's not the way they roll. Maybe they're just because look, if you've noticed, I'm very selective too. Maybe they're like, hey, we don't want to. Cal, you've seen me do the Otto and Roland where I don't wear glasses. Come on now. But
you're like running a naked bootleg.
That's right. Yeah, I'll reach out to them, and we can do maybe see if they want to come on here, and then I would certainly love to go on
like a home and
theirs.
home.
Yeah,
like they do in college football.
Yeah, but they may not want to, and I will not be offended at all if they don't. If that's not the way they roll. Hey, look, they're a hot commodity right now. And they are doing it on their own, so just by the quality of their stuff. So hopefully they keep it up. And I'd love to talk with them. I think we probably agree on a lot of stuff. I don't think they're much into the cultural war aspect. I think they like to attack it from a different angle, But I think they even said in their live stream, like, "Hey, just go to Double D if you want a little bit more of the culture war stuff." That's his alley. So, yeah, we'd love to. All right. Well, guys, we are, I think, about to go into
soy flops.
Yeah, exactly. I'm double the man that he is.
I read the instructions on the fireworks box.
I think we're about to do our live play, so we can catch up with Otto and Roland a little bit. And
for those of you that are logging off, thank you.
Yeah,
I will remind
absolutely.
Double D about making cutting the video and making a separate.
I will try to see if I can do that this week. Obviously, I can't keep cutting regular movies down because that don't work anymore. Although I wonder why did it work for Hawk the Slayer?
Maybe it wasn't copyright protected, or maybe because it's Arnold.
I just think that there's people watching They're hitting the button. You know,
Yeah.
somebody. You know, you got snitches out there. You know, snitches that need stitches. That's my
Yeah,
thing. My
that's
appeal.
it.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you're making a lot of friends. Double D.
Yep.
But when you do that, what happens?
Yeah, you stole someone's girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make a lot of friends, and some of these friends have girls, and some of those girls are liking Rogan, the Mouse, Double D, and they
That's
don't
right.
like it.
Yeah.
Who are these three dudes
For
that came up
sure.
to the party and are stealing all the women?
Yeah,
What's
these
up
are
with that?
we're the guys you don't want to see coming to your party. Who invited those guys?
No.
How much
People
for the
would
coils?
want us to be to the party. They'd be those guys, you know, like when you go to the party in the other side of town, like, oh, we got them to come, but there's going to be some trouble.
Yep. Lock up the women.
Yep.
How much for the goils?
The boys are back in town, as they say. Is that Tin Lizzy? The boys are back in town. All right, guys. Stick around for Otto and Roland. You guys that are following our continuing live play, just kind of a short form live play. We'll probably do this maybe like a half hour or so. For those of you that that is not your bag, that is okay too. Or if you want to catch it later, that's fine. We love you all the same. So, but we are going to head over to the Otto and Roland live play now. So for those of you leaving, tune back. I'll be doing something next week, even if it's abbreviated. We'll see whoever can show up. But yeah, and we'll see about maybe getting something together with the Black Lodge guys if they want to. I'm not going to pressure them. But yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. So we'll meet you with Otto and Roland, those of you sticking around. And here we are. Going to, let me see here. Belvedere, come here.
Belvedere, come here, boy.
Let me, using this Stream Deck gets a little confusing at times. Just have to do one thing. All right. Let's get a I'm already copyright struck for all the stuff. So let's just do this.
What's Otto always smiling about? I don't know. What is this?
All right. Ooh, these wet erases have a little bite to them. Can't get ley line out of my mat here. All right. So we know what's going on with our boys. They are on the run. Roland killed a guard when he tried to when they were escaping. And since then, they've been running from the law. And recently, they were in a little town to the south of Elpa there. And they found this guy who is one of the guards, and this guy who was in the paddy wagon with Otto and Roland when they escaped, and most likely saw Roland kill this guard. So they were identified, and they made a harrowing escape from the inn, left their lives for a week, which was kind of comfortable in that little village. Otto was a roofer. You learned a little roofing. Roland, you learned a little blacksmithing.
Smithing, yeah.
They came, they identified you, and then you guys essentially had to run. You did a little fighting.
That's right. We are the Duke boys.
Yep. Oh yeah. So,
Brian James, that would say, this is Roscoe P. Coltrane Cletus. You got your ears on?
The boys made their escape into the woods. In the dark. On a single horse. Now listen, guys. You were at the inn. So honestly, I mean, I know you probably didn't have your armor on at the inn. So you're down your armor. Maybe you had your sword or your dagger. But really that's about it. You had to take a horse from somebody else, which just had a saddle on it. So you have no rations.
I would have had my gold with me, but no sword, no armor.
Yeah. Yeah, your personal effects that would have been on your person. Your iconic item. But aside from that, no food, no nothing. You enter these dark woods. And I think maybe we'll call each of those hexes like 5 miles per. I want to start getting into that. So this is a fairly big one, about 10 miles, And you are certainly not familiar with them. So you have a general idea that, maybe just from your own understanding of the geography, that if you make your way through these woods, you'll hit the river. And if you just go either south or north at the river on that main road, you can go to wherever you want. Either, back up to Carlsfell, down to Civ, or wherever your goal was. Or stay here. So you guys tell me now what you are doing, because I think that's what you discussed last time. Towards the end, you were like, "Hey, let's get on that road." That's the only reason I bring it up.
That's the goal, was to get to that road. We'll decide what we want to do when we get to the road. We have to a couple things. We have to free the binds on Roland.
I got some bracelets.
Yeah, we want to get them off. We got to get something to eat. Look, this is Rambo style. Like, we got to kill a war pig or something like that.
It's dark too.
Yeah.
You are now You've gone into the woods, probably about as far as you can riding a horse. Now, you can try to lead it, but you're finding now if you're trying to ride this is legit woods, like the dark and
plus we can't
dreary
see,
woods.
so we're gonna hole up for the night.
Okay. Beware of ducks. All right. Did you want to try to do any of that? You mentioned about trying to get the bindings off.
After we, tie the horse up for the evening, I'll take a look at those bindings and see if maybe I can pick a lock with, if it's like a key type thing. If I don't have I wouldn't have any thieves tools, but maybe like a stick. Can I do something like with that? Can I jimmy it with the point of my blade? Anything?
I'll tell you what.
Like I could whittle a stick into a point.
Yeah. All right.
2 sticks and maybe like make a thieves tool, so to speak.
You can, okay, but it's going to be inferior. So this roll is going to be done under a Bane. Okay, which means you're going to roll 2 dice and you're going to take the highest, which is bad.
And which one am I looking for?
This is probably going to be your sleight of hand. I'm going to say, yep.
All right, here we go. I got an 8 and a 2. 8 and a 7. I'm sorry.
All right. What is your sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand is a.
See it?
No. I'm looking.
Under seamanship, looks like it's
12.
12. You got it.
I got it.
Holy shit. All right. He essentially had disadvantage there, folks. That's what in Dragonbane. That's what a Bane is. You have boons
12.
and Banes. It's basically just the advantage, disadvantage. You get him. You are amazed. He whittles on his. You guys sit down under a tree, I guess, and he's whittling a stick, and finds one, and he's like, let me see those. Let me see those bindings.
For the record, Roland is feeling like the world's biggest doof right now.
Well,
talk about it.
We did that at the end of last session. For those, I just talked to him to give a quick little recap. My goal is to not go back to prison, and I feel like sometimes Roland's dream is to go back to prison.
Maybe that's his guilty conscience.
It could be. So we had a discussion of that last week as we were on the horse kind of making our way. I gave him a talking to, and it was probably easier because I wasn't looking at him. you know, I was riding straight and I was probably venting at the same time, but we
Understandable.
we are in this together, so we're only as strong as our weakest link. So my job is to keep building them up.
Yep. Coach them up.
Yeah.
All right. Getting to be
Hungar, the Starvarians in the house.
Oh, hey, Hunger. How you doing, man? The Defender. 3 months. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
For re-upping. Glad to see you here.
3 months strong.
3 months strong. Hungar strong. That's the phrase.
Oh yeah, I'm tickled that these are off.
Yeah.
I'm humbled.
Yep.
Feel stupid.
We have to find some. I ask you, should we make a small fire? Is it cold, Double D? Like, what? I know it's nighttime, but like,
yeah, it's getting down into the 50s.
We got an 8-monther here. Jiminy Christmas.
Boom.
Oh yeah, it's Mercurius.
Yeah.
Justicia. Thank you so much, Mercurius.
So maybe a small fire tonight. Yeah. We'll do some watch, and we also have to. I don't mind doing the second watch, so I can be up in the morning, and I can maybe try to get us some food too.
All right, to make a fire, that's going to be bushcraft, and it's again, unfortunately, you guys just don't have. Unless I'm missing something, I don't think you have very much to start a fire with. So I'm going to impose a bane on that as well.
Is that something we can both try to do?
Yes.
Okay.
That is definitely
I'm
something you can both
looking
try.
for a 5 or less, and I have a 16 and a 17.
Roll with the bane?
With a bane, yeah.
I'm a no, Double D.
Okay.
I am a no as well.
Okay. Hungar. I did know that Hungar is the best YouTuber ever. He is. Believe him. Thank you, Hungar. $5 super chat. Yes. If you're not subscribed, please check out Hungar's channel.
So I can make a key, but I can't make a fire tonight. Sorry, my man. Whoa.
I got it. I got it.
Whoa,
You guys, well, you guys take care of your business. I'll handle this crazy mouse. I'll handle this auto. Howard Hughes, $20. Thank you for the stream, gents. I appreciate your time. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
And your money. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Howard, very much for supporting the channel so generously. Yeah, we'll figure out a way, people, to watch stuff, because I got a feeling watching stuff with you guys is going to be pretty fun. And then I don't even have to cut it. So I don't know if you can strictly do that on Rumble. I don't think so. I think there's like maybe something like locals or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. For anybody that wants to, it can just be an intimate group, and that is just fine too. And we will do our normal shenanigans here.
I saw someone say something about Debbie Harry. Now I don't see it unless it just.
Was she in Video Joan?
Oh yeah.
Yes, she was.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, guys, no fire.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be a little cold tonight. Now do want to do. We'll do watches. Roland can do first. Otto will do second, and Double D during my watch. My goal will be to try to gather some stuff to make some food.
Yep. Now, unfortunately, due to the cold and you're just kind of shivering, you took some damage. Did you not?
13 points of
13 out of 14.
Right.
You are really hurt.
Oh, my guy does not know that.
Yeah. I got smacked pretty hard with the flat of a blade.
Yep.
Rang my bell.
Yep. Oh, wait, that was temporary damage, was it? Okay. All right, so you would be. I think that would come back even in these environments. I think that would slowly come back for you. So let me tell you what you can roll, just because it is just kind of that bludgeoning kind of damage, that temporary subdual damage, as they used to call it. I'm just gonna look in the rule book. Roll 2d6.
2d6?
Yep.
Six.
Okay.
A 4 and a 2.
All right. So right now that's your maximum. You can take that off. So your maximum hit points are like 7 right now. Okay. Once you get like a good solid night's sleep, all that goes away. But for now, you're still a little. I would say basically you're concussed.
Right.
Yeah. Just be concussed. Who had first watch?
Roland.
Okay. All right. Nothing happens on your watch. Oof. Okay. And
then I have second watch.
Okay, on your second watch, Crazy Mouse, Otto. You catch sight of something in the far distance in the woods.
Okay.
If you had to guess, it's a long ways away. You couldn't even guess, and it doesn't look like it's getting any closer. But it's a bluish light.
Like from a lantern type thing, or
no lantern you've ever seen puts off like this kind of bluish light.
I will keep my eye on it, but still let Roland get some rest for the time being. Only because of letting him try to recoup a little bit. I'll just keep my eye on it for right now, Double D. You said it's not moving closer.
Nope, it's at ground level. It's just kind of blinking almost like a star up in the sky would.
Okay.
But it's, definitely ground level and not getting any closer, no.
Okay. Eyes glued to that. I take that back. Eyes looking at that, but I'm also looking around it. Maybe it wants me to focus on that, so my attention will be diverted elsewhere. So I will be on alert.
Okay. It's tense.
Yeah.
But nothing changes. Nothing else, happens. If you're, we're now into the middle of the night and getting into the wee hours of the morning, we'll say like 3 or 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has happened.
Okay. I'm content just to wait it out.
Yeah. All right. And if you're content to do that, then you do. In fact, you see the sun come up. And while the blue light diminishes but does not go away, as the sun starts to filter through the trees in the early morning light. So, and then maybe you're waking up then. Maybe still have a nice headache, Roland. But at least your hands are free, and you're cold. You're a little miserable, but you have a horse still. And, yeah.
Well, the light that I saw.
Yes.
Would it have been the direction we came from or the direction we're going?
No, neither. It's a little bit to the south. So let me, you're kind of...
See you, Mercurius.
Oh, take care, Mercurius. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Yep.
Tell you what. You see where the black pin is?
Yep.
It would be below that, towards Duborg, that direction.
You pointing out to me?
Yeah, I'll point that there was some light coming from that direction. It really never moved towards us or away from us. Just was present the whole night. And it's not in the direction we're headed or came from.
Is it still slightly visible?
Yeah, when it's pointed out, it would be hard if he didn't know right where it was, it would be almost impossible to notice it now that the light has come up. But when you focus on it, you're like, well, damn, yeah, there is a slight little bluish glow there.
You think we should kind of check it out a little bit?
That's your call.
I gotta tell you.
I'm telling you right now, we only have a dagger. We can take a couple rocks.
Break a branch. I'll break a branch. I could swing this.
I tell you what, more than that, I can make you a rudimentary spear. I can put a point on this.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure I could. I just made a key.
All right.
Absolutely.
I will sharpen a stick, a pretty long one, trying to make it into like a spear. So I'm going to look for kind of a straight stick. Put a point on it there, Double D.
All right. Easily done. Might take a good hour or so.
If he's content on watching the blue light, I'm content on whittling this thing.
It changes not, and the stick is made, so you now have a rudimentary spear.
Do you want to walk over or ride over?
Is it kind of hard to judge how far it is to the woods?
From here, yeah.
You know, I tell you what, let me walk a ways. And then I'll kind of look back at you and kind of give you the sign whether or not, you know, if I should go any further.
Yeah.
Or
Overkill Joe, the horse has been tied off all night.
Yeah. If we don't get anything to eat soon, we will eat it.
Your bellies are already starting to rumble, by the way.
Horse ain't got nothing on this mutton.
Now remember, you can use the bushcraft skill straight up now.
Yeah.
To see if you can find something edible. But you have no food, remember.
I will walk through the woods toward it, you know.
Okay. What are you doing, Otto?
He told me to stay back and wait for a signal, so I will do just that.
You know, I'll give a good 10 paces, you know, stop, look, you know, if I feel safe or, you know, or it's still obscured, I'll walk in maybe another 10 paces.
All right, well, you start walking. It does ever so slightly get bigger, which means you're getting closer to it. But you realize, like, okay, it's a ways away.
Okay.
It's very focused. You would estimate maybe like a little less than a mile or so. You know, maybe like 3/4 of a mile.
So
it is just kind of pulsing a little bit, tightly pulsing.
There's an intensity to it.
Yes.
Oh wow. I'll head back. I'll head back and kind of give you how I feel about it. And
do you want us to take the horse and walk over a little bit?
Yeah, let's see if we can, you know, get some nuts and berries here.
All right. We'll scrounge for some food, nuts and berry style, and also get the horse ready for a little walk over to our blue light.
Okay. If you're going to scrounge for food first, I need bushcraft rolls.
Okay.
Straight up.
3.
Straight up.
Did not. In fact, I got a 20.
Oh.
All right. You here's the thing. You think something is good, and you kind of put it on your tongue, and you realize, like, oh shit, that ain't good at all.
That's
so
a
you're
horse apple.
Yeah. So it's like burning, and you're like, damn, that might have been poisonous a little bit. It's not, you know, you're not like getting weak or anything. But do you ever have like a canker sore?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be like akin to, you just gave yourself like a canker sore.
Ouch.
So it's going to irritate you. If it comes into play, we'll see. Maybe it's just an annoyance.
What I find, Double D?
You find a couple of berries that are edible.
I'll share.
Okay. Fair enough.
No yellow snow, no snow cones.
Yes. All right. So you guys are heading over then? Is that the plan after
Yes.
you found, you know, a nice handful of berries to share?
Yes.
All right. They do the job. They're not very tasty, but he's pretty sure that, he ate him as a kid in the woods by his house, and he knows that they're good to eat. So, all right. Closer you go then. Leading the horse or trying to ride it?
Ride
through?
it.
You're riding it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're trying to ride it, then I actually need a riding roll.
Riding. Let's see here. I'm looking for a 6 or lower. 4. My rocks are on fire today.
Damn. All right. There's some tight turns and all that as, you're trying to keep it in sight, but you're actually doing a pretty good job maneuvering this thing through a fairly dense woods. You get closer and closer and closer, conserving energy though, because you're not walking. As you start getting closer, you realize there's a stone structure there. It looks like a hut of some kind.
Okay.
Circular. Probably about, maybe like 10 feet tall. A little bit bigger than your normal like cottage hut that you might find. Built of earthen and, like greenish, stone, almost like it came out of the ground, that sort of a look, with like kind of like the, I don't want to say it's not like vine covered, but it's like moss covered in some areas, especially near the base. And the glow seems to be coming out of one of the windows.
Okay.
It is not supported by giant chicken legs, is it?
No. This is stone.
All right.
Yeah, this is not wooden.
All right.
What say you? Keep going?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We will continue.
You get closer and you realize, this is a pretty big structure, and there's an area that's been cleared out in front of it and behind it. So there's the woods are at bay for a good 20 feet all the way around.
So this is like a moat almost?
Not a moat, but it's just cleared, so there's
like an earth moat?
Yeah. I mean, so essentially you would guess, so the woods don't go all the way up to the door, so he can't, whoever's inside can't be surprised.
Yeah.
They do this, of course, with castles. This is a small, but not tiny. Let's say, maybe like a 40 to 50 foot circumference circle.
All right.
How about...
Probably about 15 feet high with a not a thatched roof. It actually has, it looks like it's worked with some skill at some point, but it's just old, it looks like.
Can we throw a rock at the door to almost as if to knock with a rock?
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
All right. You toss a rock. It hits the door. Nothing changes. The intensity of the light doesn't change.
Does anybody come to the door?
Nobody comes to the door.
Is it still...
It's perfectly silent.
Is it like consistent, or is it still kind of like a...
Pulsing, yes. It has not changed in intensity or anything like that.
I have to say, I've never seen anything like this.
Nor have I. We could go and approach the door now. Maybe no one's home.
Sure.
Double D will make our way to the door. We'll tie up our horse like at the edge of the forest.
Yep. Sounds good.
And we'll go up to the door.
You approach the door. Okay. It appears closed.
Is it unlocked?
Are you trying?
Yep.
You are blown backwards.
Oh. Hashtag not good.
7 points of damage. It's almost like he's yanked by like an invisible rope. Yeah, there's a flash of blinding white light when he touches the door, and he's blown backwards. And he's, of course, initially, Otto, you're a little out of it.
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
I'll run over and check him out, make sure he's not too injured.
Well, definitely woke him up, and he's got burn marks, scorch marks on his front, for sure.
Looked like one of those cartoon characters.
yeah.
Now I need a patch over my eye.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's right. Yeah.
If he has any open wounds, I'll try to dress them as best I can. If I have to,
There's no open wounds.
You know.
It's all like 2nd-degree burns.
All right, just singed. Get some singeing there.
Now what?
Fuck this place. Let's get out of here.
Does the place have windows or is it open?
Yeah.
Well,
in fact, that's how
light.
you're seeing it.
Right. I mean, like, is it with glass?
Well, you investigating it?
Yeah, I will walk toward that.
Okay. One thing you do notice is, when you walk by the door again, there's a rune, kind of like faint. It's getting fainter and fainter and fainter, like until it's almost gone. But yeah, there was some sort of a symbol of some kind on that door. You walk around to the window, and there's actually it is an open window, and it appears there might be shutters on the inside, but of course they're not. They haven't been closed. But there are like 2 bars there that would probably prevent a normal person from accessing it. Like you guys, neither of you guys would be able to fit through this.
Right.
But you can see through it. Are you looking or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So this is what you see. On like a table, you see a man, just kind of with a scruffy beard, dressed normally, almost like a woodsman. Okay, except, curiously, he is holding a piece of paper tight in his hand. And we'll say his right hand. And with his left hand, he is pushing up at something. And I'll show you what that something is.
A blue-green hat with a dolphin. No way.
Oh, you wish.
That was from Karugis.
So metal.
What the heck? Check that out, Roland.
Do you see that?
Oh.
They are frozen in time, it looks like.
Oh.
This whatever this is, this shadowy thing, is trying to get his hands around this wizard's throat. I need you guys to make a will save. So you're going to want to roll under your will, which for you is 14, Crazy Mouse. And 10 for you, Rogan.
2.
7.
All right, so you're both freaked out, but when you initially see it, but there's something monstrous about this. That you're sure of. So this thing, and it looks almost incorporeal a little bit, almost like it's made of mist, like black mist, but it definitely has that shape, those eyes, those horns, and hands that are around the throat of this man who's laying flat on his table.
Size of the hands to the size of his throat.
Big, like one could wrap around it.
Okay.
two definitely, complete, almost a double, entanglement. Okay. And this guy on the table, he's staring straight up, eyes open, by the way. He's got a piece of paper in his hand that he's holding tightly. And he's, of course, trying to, feebly fend off this creature of no substance, it seems.
Stasis.
But they are in complete stasis, except for a blue glow between them that just pulses. Between the two of them, where their bodies, kind of like almost meet, there's just kind of a blue flash. Woo. Woo.
What do you think?
You can hear the animals of the forest outside in the forest. But inside here is just complete silence. No sounds coming from this place at all. Quite disturbing.
I'm interested. My curiosity is piqued. I'm wounded, and we can't get in because of the supercharge on the door. Oh, boy. Can I go back over to the door and try to read that ruin without touching it?
You can try, but you've never. It's almost completely gone now, almost completely faded.
Okay.
And you've never encountered anything quite like that before. Do you guys want to hold it up here till next week and get a plan together, or are you okay?
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? We've had these guys for coming up on 3 hours. They have the patience of Job, sticking with us through all of the. All right, so next week we will figure out what the boys do at this strange hut with this demonic, shadowy figure,
or friendly figure,
or
depends
friendly
on your
figure,
point of view.
yeah. Or the man.
It could be that the wizard has a chicken bone in his throat.
Yeah, we don't know.
The creature's trying to do the Heine lick maneuver or something. Krugus, I think you're right.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Well, thank you for the still 34 of you watching us play.
Thank you, everyone, for the super chats tonight.
Yes, you guys were overly generous. I hope you guys all really do have a great Christmas. I don't think I'll talk to you guys before then, as we start getting ready ourselves, with the family and all that. But who knows?
We got at our house. We have Christmas Eve dinner at our house, which I'm in charge of cooking. That's with my mom, my uncle, and my cousin, who I want to stress looks exactly like Lil Wayne. But she's a girl.
Yes.
And my uncle, who's my godfather. But then on Christmas Day, we go over to Mrs. Mouse's house, family's house. But right now, that's up in the air because she has COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to figure out what we're going to do.
It's coming back.
Yeah. And we're hoping that her dad doesn't get it, but we'll see. So, and then my brother comes up from Indiana, which is always 9 times out of 10 a dumpster fire. So who knows?
Yeah, Crazy Mouse was cursed with brothers who.
Oh, they're a bunch of nincompoops.
I have to say this. For me, it's a bit of a Christmas tradition to hear the adventures of Crazy Mouse
and his brother,
and
his one brother from Indiana,
his one brother and their family, and I mean that with the utmost respect.
A long time ago,
kindness.
we joked that we wanted to put like a sign on the Ohio border, which says like you're in Pennsylvania with like the Ghostbuster sign around it, like to go back. It is 9 times out of 10 a dumpster fire.
Faux show. All right, guys. Not going to keep you any longer. all you guys that and ladies that stuck around for Otto and Roland, thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying it. I will try to cut that together into a super story so far. Maybe I'll even put some. I'll try to do some production added. And we'll try to figure out the movie thing. We'll see if we can't maybe just go somewhere else if on an off night for folks that want to do that. Won't be obviously very often, but we shall see. Okay, love you guys.
Thank you guys so very much.
Yes.
Thank you and happy holidays.
Yep, happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Peace and yep. Well said, Cal. Thanks again for sticking around. Merry Christmas to all.
Enjoy, be safe, and love.
Yep. To all a good night.
Hey, man, is that Double D? Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys. Who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening the refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of a mermaid or a siren, right?
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, white dudes in a basement, which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
Just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be awful.
Al zurdo de mierda no le podés dar ni un milímetro.
Pero ¿me podés definir zurdo de mierda? Que no
Todos
lo
los que,
entiendo?
digamos, los colectivistas, los que ponen, digamos, o sea, esa idea... A ver,
¿Por qué le pones de mierda, digamos?
Porque son una mierda.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
I disagree. I disagree, Gary.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg. It's a little bitty place. Otisburg. Okay, I just wiped it off. That's all. It's a little town.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
5, 4, 3. Great sandwich.
Thank you. I enjoyed having you here. You're a very good co-host.